Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome back to the Big Three, the only three, the DEEP3 NBA show. Back at you again in full force. I'm with my guys, Miguel and Nico. Say what's good.
Top of the morning.
What's up, guys?
Top of the
What's up?
morning.
It ain't even the morning. It's 3 in the afternoon. But
Listen,
welcome,
bro.
guys, to the NBA show.
I'm locked in my room right now. I'm isolating because Rihanna broke my heart.
Oh man,
Oh
I thought it
man,
was a sick movie.
I thought he was talking about something
That's
else.
all.
You word up. I had you in the first half.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, he didn't even say nothing. He didn't even say
Yeah,
nothing for the pod. He just tried to surprise us. I'm like, oh shit, that boy
just surprise you
got
on the show.
COVID.
Nah.
But nah, shit, I wake up, bro. And that's all I see. I'm
Word,
like,
bro.
Yeah,
damn.
everybody's
Yo,
exaggerating. Who
every
cares?
And then
single
not. The,
every
it,
single female on my timeline, bro.
oh my god, it was
Just
ridiculous. Just like the Tom Brady thing that happened.
Yeah,
Oh, that's all I
that's
yes,
seen
bro.
that day.
Yes,
flooded.
everybody.
You couldn't
No,
even go
no
on
cap.
Instagram and see nothing else.
No cap,
Nothing
bro.
else. It was just straight Tom Brady. And
Everybody.
then you find out 30 minutes later it's not even true.
Yeah,
Got
it's
me over here
Word.
not.
posting. We got me over here posting and shit. I'm telling you that boy over there going to he over there in vacation. One month of massage. He's gonna feel
Word.
good as hell. He's
He
gonna
in
be like, I'm
Cancun right
coming
now.
back, baby. Fuck is wrong with these niggas? They thought my career was over. Yeah, I got one more run with this. Last dance. What you talking about?
Last dance.
And the Saints, New Orleans. That's where he's going. New Orleans.
He's not leaving.
He's not
I was like,
leaving.
nah, I'm joking. I mean, they gotta have to do something because the O line is ass. They can't but they can't keep him safe, and you know what I'm saying, he lost.
Word. Yeah, bro. It's been a crazy week for sports,
For
football and
sure.
basketball.
A good week of basketball though.
I think
Yeah, it was.
I think it was good games, but like I'm looking at the games. We usually talk about like the important ones, and there wasn't really no big games over the weekend. Now that I'm
Yeah,
thinking
but
about it,
teams lost.
I think the
The
Nets Warriors
the
game was.
Bulls and Magic.
I don't think it
Magic
was
beat the
big because
Bulls.
everybody that was
Nuggets,
missing. I
Bucks.
don't think it mattered. You get what I'm
Nuggets,
saying?
Bucks.
Nuggets Bucks was a big win for the Nuggets. You right about
You
that one.
guys lost too, and y'all about to lose again tonight. The Celtics always beat y'all straight up. I always say that they play the best against y'all.
I
They play against y'all
we
gonna
lose,
say.
we lose, but that's fine. We got nobody playing.
Yeah, the Raptors, bro. The Raptors played all five of their starters for like what 50 minutes.
Yo, that game was just nuts. But 3 overtimes. I don't
Yeah,
even know how. Like, yo, we was on the second night of a back-to-back 3 games in 4 nights. I don't know how they was still playing. Like, they must have been dead going
Tyler
home.
Hero played so bad, bro.
I was
Yeah, they all
telling him,
did.
yo, he is so like I like
He's
him,
had a
bro,
he's
but he
had a
does
Not
the
bad night.
dumbest
inconsistent
shit of
sometimes.
ever. Like he has a wide open three and fades away on a wide open three. Why are you even doing that? Just take a standing three. He did that shit twice in the most important stretches of fucking game.
I think he just had a bad night. And that is a terrible matchup for him too, because of the length. Like for him himself, because his biggest thing is he struggles
And
against length.
I felt like Bam was
Bam had a
like with
terrible night.
Pascal, bro. I felt like Pascal was just holding him like it's perfect. He didn't got to worry about nothing. That's like what y'all one of y'all worst matchup, and it's like a possible one too if you think about it. Where it's standings, because they're gonna be in a
It
right
could be
now.
a it
They're in
could be
like
a
the
1-8 or
playing.
a 2-7.
Yeah,
So I
exactly.
don't think
So
they make the top 6. They're definitely going to be in the
no, they're
playing.
not. That's what I'm saying. So they could be a possible chance you
For
guys might
Toronto,
see them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, I
Scotty
agree.
Barnes had a great game. I mean, that's their small lineup. It's just you know what I'm saying it's effective.
Yeah,
They
it's just
just you got
that
the
the
way they
one
could rebound, switch off on defense like
they need a
nothing.
bench though. Like that's their biggest problem
Yeah,
because they're
that's
gonna
what.
they're gonna wear their guys out come playoff time.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. They're gonna have to pick up guys, but I mean,
But now
they're gonna have to deal with it this season though,
they played
because
a
I
good
mean, Nick
game.
Nurse is already, you know what I'm saying, applying that in their mind and mindset to, you know what I'm saying, prepare for this shit, because this year's gonna be like this. We're gonna play with what
I think he just doesn't trust
roster,
the guys
six
on the bench.
seven guy.
I think
Yeah,
he
it's
just
six
doesn't
seven, but
trust
that's
them.
it's just a mentality getting them ready. Of you know what I'm saying,
I don't know. I don't think he
getting
could
them
do
ready
that.
and getting them minutes.
Look at Tibbs, straight up. All his
Who?
teams get Tom Thibodeau. He does the same thing. His teams get worn out come playoff time. Even though
Word.
they're not obviously not
They're not
competing
gonna
for
make
a
the playoffs.
championship
But
for this season, they're gonna make the playoffs. The
they
Raptors
got.
are.
It's
The
like different
Knicks?
though with the
No,
Raptors.
the
Though they got
Knicks.
way
No,
more
we're talking about the
pieces.
Raptors.
You said Tom Thibodeau.
But like he's an example because that's how he runs his teams.
Yeah.
Like Julius Randle and RJ Barrett were 1 and 2 last year for minute totals and minutes played per game.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, hold on. Before we get on for anything, Taha, I want to ask you this question because me and Nico were arguing about this
You
last
texted me
episode.
that day.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, who's better, Who's the best player on the Knicks? That's what we wanted to know.
This season,
Yes.
RJ Barrett.
Me and Nico got into a full. I think it might have been like 15
It wasn't even.
minutes.
It was more.
arguing.
It was more of. I was saying that Julius Randle has more of a high ceiling. It was talking about trading. Who you gonna trade? I said trade RJ Barrett. Cause why? Cause
Chill.
Julius Randle has more in his game. I mean, he's not having a good season. He's not having a good season. He's not. But he still has more game win. We've seen it plenty of times. There's a reason why they don't go for him.
You're right.
He's
You're
more of a
right
catch
about
and
that,
shoot. He
but
doesn't have more of a package. That's how I was trying to
I would
say.
still trade Julius Randle though because RJ's still on his rookie contract. So if you want to trade RJ, you would have to trade him for another young player.
I
But if
feel like
wanna trade
you could still get
Randle,
something
you could
valuable for
you
RJ.
could trade Randle for like a star. Because he's like, is he on a max? I think he's on a max, right?
Yeah, they signed him for like 180 mil
Yeah, he
this
did sign
offseason.
Yeah,
last year.
bro.
A big extension. I'm just
Yeah.
not a fan of him. I don't know. I think they should give the keys.
I
up.
like Julius Randle, but I don't know what's going on with him.
I think they should give the keys to RJ. I don't know. I feel like he's been good this season.
Yeah, RJ has been good this
And
season.
like Cam, and this guy's not even Cam Reddish doesn't get no minutes. You seen that? I read an article and it was like that Tom Thibodeau's not in a rush to put him in the line in the rotation either.
Yeah, I think I think it's just they're just getting him used to the lineups and the plays that they got. I think that's really all it is. I think once he's got that figured out, that they'll start putting him in.
Speaking of the team that he got traded by, the Hawks are on a roll. Big win,
Yeah.
not even a big win. It's just a solid
It
win.
was a good win. They came back. They were losing that game.
Yeah, they were, but
Against the
LeBron not playing on the Lakers is like they suck. Well, they suck even when he is playing.
It's
But still, they
might
won
as well
like
change
6,
the
7
name
games
of
in a
the
row.
Lakers
Isn't
to
it way
the
a different
Multipliers.
team when AD and him are on the court though? They only had one game ever since that was against the Nets and they beat them.
Listen, bro. All I know is this season that team is
LeBron
not
played
great.
in that game.
Yeah, he played. Because I remember he gave the first pass. He gave the alley to AD, and I did watch the fourth quarter too.
No,
second half.
that was against us.
That's what I'm saying. The
alley-oop.
Nets. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I
That was
thought you
only
were
game.
talking. I thought you
He
were talking
didn't play
about
the
the
next
Hawks.
two with AD. No,
Yeah,
he
he
didn't play
didn't.
the next two.
He didn't
Yeah,
play
he's got
against
two
Philly.
Against
He didn't
Philly
play
and
against
then the Hawks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
Nah,
it the
that can we talk, bro? Can we? I'm
and the
sorry, but
Hornets?
can we
Go
talk
ahead.
about Steve Nash real quick?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So I was watching that Nets and Warriors game, right? And we had a great comeback, and we were clicking, and Kyrie was just giving Steph the work, right?
Mhm.
For the Warriors game. Okay.
Yes, he was giving Steph the work, and we were closing in on a comeback win, and the Warriors started committing stupid fouls. Like they started. Steph Curry had a blocking foul while we were in the bonus, so that gave us 2 free throws for Kyrie, and then Kevon Looney. I think it was Kevon Looney. He
Yeah,
had
that
an over
blocking
the
foul
back.
was dumb from Steph.
He had an over the back foul against Patty Mills. Gave him 2 free throws, and the Nets were down by 1, and then Golden State has the ball, and Steph Curry goes for a pump fake, and Kessler Edwards jumps, and Steph Curry jumps into him and draws a foul. And Steve Nash just does not challenge that, even though that's the
Offensive foul this
clearly,
season.
huh?
Yeah. This season, that's considered offensive foul.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
It
And
is.
the refs have been on it all season.
But I mean, I didn't see the play exactly what you're talking about, but maybe they looked at the review and then maybe he actually didn't lean into him. Maybe he just, you know what I'm saying, he did jump up, and because you could still get someone to jump up. Like DeMar DeRozan's really good at it. He gets these guys to jump
I
up.
feel
Yeah,
But he
you.
I feel
doesn't.
like he gets
He
the
doesn't.
most.
He
gets
doesn't
the
lean
most
Miguel,
into
you
foul
can
them.
calls
see
per
the
game.
way that
Yeah, he does, but he
the way that
doesn't lean
Steph
into
did it,
them.
bro. Miguel,
But I'm not
skip to,
sure.
like,
I'm not
towards the
sure. I didn't
end.
see the play exactly, but if you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure it's not just him, bro. Because when I watch Sixers game, every other team, you know
Like
what I'm
right
saying,
there.
it's the staff most of the time that's looking at the review, and then they go back to the coach and let
Yeah.
him know
It's the
should we
assistant
challenge it?
coaches that make that call.
Yeah, so
Most
it's
of
not
the
really
time.
on him. Yeah,
I don't know.
like
I've
I
seen
what
that
understand where you're
topic.
coming from.
I think a lot of people were talking about that too on Twitter. I've seen a lot of
Yeah,
people saying
no,
like,
because
why didn't
Steve
he
Nash
just
didn't
challenge it?
call for the challenge, right? And it was like, okay, I understand, like you want to save the timeout, whatever. But the Warriors, I think they had already used all their timeouts. So you should have challenged it, because then the fact that he didn't challenge it gave Steph Curry 3 free throws, and I put them up. I would rather we waste our last time out on challenging the play because you know that we're gonna get the call overturned, rather than not wasting our timeout and losing 3 points. And those 3 points ended up costing us the game. And then the timeout he ended up using later on for an inbounds pass that just got deflected and the Warriors just got the ball back. It was just a waste. But here's why I think Steve Nash showed bad leadership, because he didn't take responsibility for not using that last timeout.
Nah, but it's like we said though, it's most of the time it's not him looking at the review because he's standing
he's
looking.
petty for
It's the
that.
assistant coach. But Clay did have one of his, I think his best game, probably like scoring wise, fourth quarter. Like he had 19 points
Wait,
in the
go
fourth
back real
quarter.
quick, Miguel. I think you skipped over it.
Clay,
Nah,
what
they
he
didn't
had?
show it. They didn't show the
Oh, they didn't
What
playoffs.
did
show it?
Clay have? He had like well, yeah, he dropped 16 and then he dropped 19. So he had like
He
35, I
had
think,
kind of a
around there.
slow start.
They
Hold on, let me
both
see what
did.
his numbers are.
Like there
Yeah,
was a
Steph didn't even
graphic
play
going
good. Like
around
it
with
was just
both
more
of
of
them.
assists.
They were both like below 40% at one point in the game. This is like before the fourth quarter, I'm pretty sure.
Nah, he dropped 19 in the fourth quarter. Clay.
So far he's averaging 16, 3 and 3, all in 23 minutes a game. So it's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, I wasn't honestly, I wasn't expecting that, but that's a good sign for the Warriors, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they just need
But
to make
yeah,
sure
no,
Draymond's good, bro. I
I
don't even know what's going on.
They're
yeah,
just not rushing him. That's what I think at this point.
word. And he's
Not
not
even
rushing to
rushing
come
him.
back either. That's what I feel like.
Yeah, y'all seen
Because
the
they
interview
did
he
lose
did?
a couple good. They did lose a couple that they should never lost, but they did win a couple that, you know what I'm saying, that were,
That they have
I
some good
thought they were good
wins.
wins. But you know what I'm saying, they obviously they still do need him. Like it's gonna end up, you're definitely not gonna go to a finals without a Draymond. So it's like I'm saying, instead of having him rush and getting hurt again, because these muscle injuries, you know what I'm saying, these are the one of the worst. Like they're not the worst, but you know what I'm saying you could always like re-injure it easily on like a stupid play when you just came back and you got to do longer time.
And there's not really ever a timetable for it either. It's just
Yes,
like you can't
yeah,
really tell nothing. It's
yeah.
harder. Nah, for sure. Those are the scariest injuries to me. 'Cause those are like that you need to sit out. Like the only thing you can't really get surgery. You have to just like rest it.
Just
You know what I'm
wait.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only thing
Yeah,
you gotta do.
and you gotta
Wait.
also look at what happened with KD. KD's injury came off a calf strain, wasn't it? And they rushed him back and tore his
The Achilles
Achilles.
one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the Achilles. It was just off of a calf strain. You know what I'm saying, so you just never know what could happen in a situation like that. So at this moment, you know what I'm saying, they're like, okay, we're definitely gonna make the playoffs. They don't. They're like, okay, we don't care where we go at as long as, you know what I'm saying, we have them all healthy because they're not worried about going home or away. At this, that's what I think. But
Yeah, for sure.
but we'll see. I think he should be back at least by next week, though. I like a
I don't
week or
think it's
two.
gonna be that soon. I think he might miss All-Star break.
What,
Oh
Draymond?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. They
Damn.
probably will. They probably will
I
make
think
him.
he.
You're right.
I think they'll make him just sit till All-Star break. 'Cause they're a lock right now for the 2 seed. I think, and they
Yeah, because
still
the
have time.
Jazz.
They might have time to bump it up to the 1 seed. I don't know because the Suns have just been
Yo, the
rolling.
Suns are
Yeah, they're on the
They're
road.
the
They
best
hot.
team
don't
in the
play. They don't
league, but
play. That's what it is.
they really don't play with their food. But that shit is
The
crazy.
West is looking like how the East was the past like 6 years.
Oh yeah.
And now the East is looking at how the West was the past six
Then the
years.
Jazz declined a lot, man. I mean, Donovan Mitchell's been out for a minute. Like it's been
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
a week or
this is
two
the
with just
first
that
time.
concussion protocol.
This is the first time they were really like they've been dealing with like adversity throughout the whole season. I think because even last year, Donovan Mitchell missed that time at the end of the season, but they were still like moving.
Yeah,
Now
they're
it's
still
like
winning.
they're getting multiple guys in and out the lineup, and it's really just fucking them up.
Joe Ingles goes down yesterday with a mean
Torn ACL.
ACL,
Yep.
which
Yeah,
I think.
I said it the second that you sent it.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it was that. Like he
Yeah.
obviously blew it, but he blew it bad. It was bad.
Yeah, you
Like he
know
just
it's torn
gave out. So
ACL.
I think his career might have been one of the last time or best.
Like his better
He's not
days
gonna
are
be the
behind
same.
him.
I think. Yeah, but I think we're not gonna see that Joe Ingles ever again. I'm not even trying to be rude or disrespectful or anything. He's an old guy. These knee injuries are like one of the worst, and it wasn't just like a regular like twist. Like you could see in the video, like he's going up and then like fucking just blows out. It just blows out. His knee just gives up, and it was like a bad twist. It was like, oh man, and the guy is old too. And Miguel's brought a good point. His season was already declining. So
Yeah, like his game
now
has
just
declined over from this season, from last season.
now with
You just
that
hate
injury,
to
it's gonna
see
be
that.
bad.
Cause
But
I fuck with Joe and Goose.
yeah, do you think they might
They
they're
gotta
gonna be
do.
able to pick up somebody else now because of injuries, or no? They might
I
just
still think they should go. They need to go after Jeremy Grant. I don't know how they get it done, but they just have to make a move if they want to contend. And we don't know how much longer Donovan Mitchell's gonna stay there. Like underperformed last year, choked in the playoffs. Then if this season that you just like first round exit or some shit like that would be it's a bad look. Or Quinn Snyder's got to step up. I feel like he
Yeah,
hasn't been doing
I
that good
think
of a
I
job.
think
yeah
they'll
he's
fire the coach before they let Donovan Mitchell walk.
And he's been a successful coach. I just feel like he doesn't. I don't think he makes adjustments. Like that's really me. He's like Budenholzer West, honestly, to me. But Bud showed that there's playoffs that he can make adjustments. But I feel like Quinn Snyder hasn't. The last two playoffs, he just hasn't made no
yeah
adjustments.
for sure. I mean, we've
Like
seen it with the Rudy Gobert thing. It's
exactly.
like
Like you look at
it's like okay,
the
we're just
Nuggets
gonna have to live with the
series
threes,
too.
and we're gonna hope that they miss. But you seen what that ended happening to them. Ended up
Exactly.
losing.
And it's like
Yeah,
they
for
weren't
sure.
even like I feel like he could stay on the floor in a playoff series, but they just have him play the same style of play the entire time. It just doesn't make no sense to me, honestly. But this season, you could see he's been vocal to the media too, talking about their defense and their effort.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
I
Yeah.
think I think
But
that
I don't like that shit, bro. I just don't like it,
yeah,
man. I just don't like when they bring up anything with the media. I
I
get
feel
it.
you.
I just don't get it because it's just like at the one point, maybe it is like a leadership, but it's better to just talk it in a group in a locker room type of environment where you know what I'm saying you don't bring a lot of people because now people could just switch up words. It's just we live in a world now that media's you could take shit out of context like nothing, like just a couple words, cut out this little 5 second clip of him, and then it changes to something else. And it's not even that you bring. You know what I'm saying it brings bad energy to the locker room. Someone might take it at the wrong way that you went to the media instead of talking to them personal, like. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. We've seen a situation with them with Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell when he caught COVID. It was a big deal. Like Donovan Mitchell was really upset. Like not even he was upset with like just because he was making jokes about it, and then boom, everybody gets it.
yeah, that
So
was crazy, bro. I
so yeah,
Everybody wanted Rudy Gobert under a prison after that,
Yeah, like he was
including me.
not for right. Nobody fucked with him after that. I don't know.
Yeah, bro.
It's passed over already because like everybody in the NBA's got COVID at this point,
nah,
Yeah,
at
yeah,
least
for
pretty
sure,
once.
much.
for
So now
sure.
it's like nobody even because he wasn't. It's not like he was the one that brought COVID to USA. You feel me? Over
Yeah,
Nah,
there,
it's not. But he was the first one in the NBA though.
we think. I don't. I
yeah.
Well,
feel
For
like
he,
we still. Don't, I don't. I
I
feel like we
think
don't know if he was
player wise,
because they weren't
yeah,
testing for it before that.
yeah,
Like
but it
somebody else
was
could have had it and thought it was like a
nah. I'm
regular
talking about
sickness.
player wise. Like player wise, he was the first one that really was positive because obviously it came. Supposedly they're saying that it came off him touching the mic. Obviously we don't know that.
Nah, they said that his.
It could have been him just walking outside or anything, but he was I think the first player like in the NBA to get announced, and then the Jazz was one of the first teams to get on the outbreak because then everybody caught it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when that happened, they were saying that his parents had came and they're from France, and that's when it was really like it really broke off. Was in France and in China and Europe before he came over here. That's what saying that his parents came from France the same week that he got it, so he probably got it from them. But I was saying like he was the first one to test positive, but shit could have been in the NBA a month before we knew. Like we
That's what
just
I'm
never
Nah,
knew.
saying.
yeah, it
Yeah.
could
That's how
have,
I
it
was
could have.
seeing it.
Nah, yeah, it could have because there, I mean I don't want to get to COVID, but you know what I'm saying they said that
Yeah,
shit was
that's
here
just
way
a
earlier than when we knew.
yeah,
Saying there
that's
was
just a
people
wormhole
that
we're
were
never gonna
already
leave.
sick, so yeah.
One more thing about speaking out to the media. Did you guys see what Spencer Dinwiddie said about
I
him trying to be
seen
a leader?
About
I seen
yeah.
the clip of it. I mean the little message. I mean the little
I have
picture
the
and
quote. I'll read
quotes.
it.
Yes, you read out the quote real quick.
It said this was asked about him being a leader for the Wizards. It's an interesting situation. I spoke up a little bit early on in the season. It wasn't necessarily welcome. And so, like I said, I tried to do whatever is asked of me. At the end of the day, everybody has to play a role. He said, it's about being held accountable in your role and doing that's best of your ability. That's all I really got. What do you like? What do you guys make of that? Because it makes it sound like there's no leader over there. That's what it sounds like.
I don't think he's just saying everybody got to take part of the role and take accountability what they got to do, which that's what's going to bring a championship mentality. Look at all these championship teams. Everybody knows their role. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing more than what they got to do. I think that's what he's more saying. I don't think it's really a big problem. Yeah, he didn't
Yeah.
bring nothing up. Like he was just saying everybody got a role and everybody got to take accountability.
I feel like it was
Yeah,
an
he's
Like
one
issue
of
for
those
me.
players
even him,
that like
including himself, you know,
He
saying he's
speaks
saying
out.
he
That's why I liked him with
yeah,
it.
he's one of those players that speaks out
He
and
doesn't hold by his
he
tongue.
knows how to use his words.
yeah for
So
sure. I was just gonna say
it's
that.
it's both a pro and a con because the pro is that he never slips up, but the con is that his words can be easily misinterpreted.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like it's like it was just like what I got from it was him saying that he tried speaking out at first, but it wasn't taken the right way. So like that just kind of makes
That's
sense.
yeah, I've seen that report too.
That
That
just sounds kind of crazy to me. But
that
it's a
was like
team
towards the
full of new
beginning of the
guys.
season
Like none
that
of
the
those
Yeah,
guys were
players
there last year.
they
but
said
it's a
that the
lot of
players
guys.
were mad
There's a lot
that
of guys that are coming. Oh, go ahead, Tom. My fault.
oh my bad. Yeah, I was just gonna say that they were saying that in the beginning, towards the beginning of the season, after like they lost the game or whatever, he spoke out and everybody got mad at him because it's like, he just came on the team number one and number two. They said that he was looking like a shell of his former self, like he wasn't playing
Yeah,
good.
he hasn't though. He hasn't. He hasn't
Yeah.
had a strong season. But you need
Hmm.
like a year to get under your belt. But what's harder for him
Yeah.
is like he never really relied on like his jump shot and shit. All his shit was just him being good at basketball, being a smart basketball player.
Yep.
So that should come back eventually. But that like him not having such a good jump shot, like a pull up jumper, none of that, is gonna make him struggle to start to come back because you're not gonna have that burst right away.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
No,
Yeah.
I hope he
what
bounces
I
back.
was gonna say was like you also gotta look at there's a lot of guys on that Wizard team that are coming off teams that you know what I'm saying, they had a lot of ego in there and they're like, oh shit, they just realized, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of guys with ego in that team
For
too.
Corey
You gotta look
Kispert.
at that.
Like
Yeah.
So that's really another thing. But they shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? They shouldn't. I don't think they should be worried about what he said because he really didn't say nothing crazy. Like Taha said, he's really good at using his words. So it's not like he really said anything bad. You know what I'm saying? He just said everybody got to take accountability, and that's what the championship team is gonna do. Everybody has their role.
Yeah. I think that he will get traded though.
this
Think so
season,
that fast?
I think
Yeah,
so.
I think he will get traded.
I think he'll get traded, but
Um,
I don't know if it's gonna be this fast. Do
if
you
the
think they have
locker
a
room,
package to get Sabonis?
mm, I mean, who would they move? Trez,
Maybe like
Dinwiddie.
Kuzma and
Nah,
like
I
a
don't think
couple
they're
other
gonna
Kuzma,
pieces.
trade
they
I
want
think
Kuzma.
to keep
Kuzma could
Kuzma.
I
go. If you want
I
to get a
would.
big player,
I don't know, man. Kuzma's
He's
doing
playing
really
good for
good.
them.
he's playing really good. Like I'm not saying he's not, but I'm saying he has value though.
Defensively, he's been there
I
rebounding.
know, but like, damn, like let him reach his full potential. Teams keep moving him.
I mean, this is the first time he got moved. What you mean?
Nah, but I'm
Yeah, but
saying like
his whole career has always been like after his first
revolved
rookie
around
year.
trades. It's
But if
either
the
him or
Wizards, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
after
saying.
his
If the
rookie year, he's
Wizards,
always been included in trades.
yeah, I agree with you. But if the Wizards want to make a move, who else are they giving up that has value? He probably has the most value on that
KC,
team.
I mean KCP, does he have a good contract? I could have sworn he got paid
I
right
think he has a
before he
decent
went to the
contract, but
Lakers.
he does. I don't think. I don't know. I feel like Kuzma is their best young player on the team right now.
I feel
Like
like
Corey
you could
Kispert don't got no value right now like
you could
that.
get something good for
It depends on what they
KCP and
want to get back.
Montrez.
I
yeah,
don't think they could get a
Trez,
star though.
KCP, Trez, and Dinwiddie.
What can I get you?
But what All Star was gonna want to
I
go to Washington?
I
I don't
think
know.
those three players and like two first rounders could get you like an all-star.
I don't know.
Like
Another
a
thing,
lower level all-star.
I think they should try and trade for Sabonis, but I don't know how to get it done.
I feel like that could be enough for Sabonis.
I don't think so.
Two
If they got to
unprotected
throw out
firsts.
draft picks.
Yeah, two unprotected firsts and then two protected firsts.
Would you like a Jeremy Grant over there?
I feel like that's overpaying for Jeremy Grant.
Maybe I'm not saying that same package. I'm just saying, would you like Jeremy Grant over there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I
yeah,
think
he'd
he'll
be
be a
good
good
for.
fit. He
He
fits the
would.
timeline.
Yeah, he does. I think you need to get somebody next to Beal that could like play off the ball and defend. I think he could be finding like a dunker spot type of role, just playing on the floor, and like a secondary ball handler. That's really what they need. I don't know. It's hard to build a team
I feel
around
like they
Beal. It
messed
seems
up.
like.
I feel like they messed up by trading for Westbrook because um I feel like if they would have given John Wall an opportunity to come back and play, that they would have done just as well as they did last season. Like I don't think they would have done much worse. Even though they did make the playoffs, I think that if they would have kept John Wall, they would have had like a good trade package for him. His
I think
value
with
would
either
be.
one, they would have been good. Honestly,
Yeah,
reason why
I don't
because they're
think that.
playmaker.
Yeah, I
But
don't think.
now, but
It's
the
more
only
their
the only
playmaking
difference
that they're
now
struggling
is
with.
if they would have kept John Wall, they would have had all those draft picks that they gave to Houston.
They didn't give no draft picks to Houston.
Yeah, they did.
They gave like one, maybe. They didn't. It was a flutter.
I thought
Westbrook
it was
was
a
on a
couple.
hard deal to trade. No, it was a Westbrook for things swap, and I think it was like a pick swap. I want to pull up the full trade package.
Yeah, pull it
I
up.
don't think it was. I don't think they gave up that much. I think it was a good thing that they traded Westbrook though.
Because I remember Washington giving up more than Houston did. Because at the end of the day, it's a healthy Russell Westbrook in his prime, or just getting out of his prime, I guess, going to the Wizards for a player that is coming off of 2.5 years of not playing.
It was a protected first round pick. That's it. Just
That's
one
it?
protected first round pick. I think they would have been fine. I don't think they were gonna get a package like they just got for Westbrook, Kuzma, Trez, and thing. And I think they get a draft pick too. I might be mistaken. No. Yeah, they might have got a draft pick with that too. And probably protected or a second rounder. But they weren't
Like
getting that many players for John
27.
Wall. John Wall can't even get traded right now. Like
Yeah,
he wasn't.
That's
which
because I feel like
I
that's
don't
'cause
know. You don't
that's
think-
because he doesn't fit the timeline. If he would have been on Washington, he would have. I feel like he would have gotten traded.
I don't know. I don't think so. Honestly, his contract is dummy, bro.
Yeah, it is. It
Ridiculous.
sucks.
He's like a top 5 highest paid player in the league right now.
You don't
I
think
think
he
he
could?
is top 5.
You don't think the Cavs have something like with Colin Sexton because didn't he get paid? You don't think they could move something for John Wall and add something else? Like I don't know.
I wouldn't
maybe.
trade Colin.
I would like him
I
on
think
the.
they
He
should
would
trade
look so
Colin
good.
Sexton, but I want them to
Not
get a
for John
wing.
Wall though.
I think they should get a wing.
Because
I don't
Garland,
think you trade a young player
Garland
for
could play
John Wall.
guard. You're right, but I don't know.
think you
I mean,
don't.
they're like one piece of. They're honestly playing good right now. They're what third?
Yeah.
They're right there with third, fourth, right next to you. Know what I'm saying? They're in the
I
fourth.
think they're
right there
third. Oh
fighting.
no, they might be fourth. They might be fourth.
Philly's
Yeah.
third and they're fourth. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's like we're tied. It's the same shit, so it doesn't really matter. It's the same thing. It's based off like point, like I don't know, like 20.
Yeah, they're a
like,
half game behind.
yeah. So like,
But
it's
either way,
nothing.
I think they have a chance to, like, hot take. I think they're gonna get the 1 seed. Honestly, I looked at their schedule. And they have
Cavs?
yes. I think they're gonna finish the 1 seed. With the amount of teams that the teams that they're gonna play, like these teams are doo doo. Like they got the easiest schedule coming up. Honestly, I think they're gonna finish with the 1 seed.
Where
I think
I think Ya's
close.
sitting in the 1 seed right now. The Sixers are like third. We're like 6, bro. We're damn near in the play-in.
Oh shit, two games
You got
behind.
shot to the 6. Damn.
Nah, I'm
Well,
talking
how-
about 2
how's
games
that
behind.
work?
Hornets.
Charlotte
This
is
was that
2 games
stretch
behind.
in
Yeah, I was about to say
against all the
Hornets
West
is right
teams.
there. Because after the Hornets, the Raptors been making a run. They just caught a big win against the Heat, so that will help them in the standings because they beat obviously the first seed. They're the
Yeah.
first, right? So
Yeah.
it's a good win for them. So if the
Oh,
Raptors,
no.
if the Raptors, like Miguel said, the Raptors longevity, we're gonna see how they do hold on because obviously they're playing with an 8-man roster, like freaking 7, barely 2 like moving pieces in the bench. So
I don't know. Their offense is still a question
And I
mark.
feel like they're gonna
struggle.
get another piece in the deadline.
you think
have
they?
to.
You think they
Dragic
could,
is
yeah?
gonna
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
he's gone.
And I'm
got a
saying he's
lot
gonna
of
get
interest.
bought out by whatever team trades for him.
Yeah,
What happened?
That he's gonna get bought out. By
they
a
should have
team that
never
trades
made
for
that
him.
trade. They should have never just made that trade.
Why would he get bought out?
What?
Why would he get bought out?
Because no, it depends. The team I was seeing that whatever team trades for him is most likely gonna buy him out. That's what I was
So
reading.
So then what's the point of trading for him?
Because the Raptors probably have to give up a draft pick to get off his contract.
But doesn't he only have 1 year left?
Yeah, it's an expiring.
Yeah, bro. At this
So
point,
no,
you
then
might
a
as
team
well
is
just let
definitely
everyone
gonna.
out.
They're definitely gonna. They'll give up a draft pick for an expiring contract, especially 20 mil. That's a big expiring to go into somebody's salary, payroll,
True.
whatever.
That
I don't
is a
know.
lot.
Now, I heard that there's a lot of interest in Dragic though, because
Yeah, I
I
see
don't know.
Philly. I seen like
I could see them
mock
doing
trades. I
Dinwiddie
don't know. I seen a
swap.
bunch of Phillies. Dallas obviously is one.
You would trade him
Um,
to. If you're trading him for Dinwiddie, then you got to be mad as hell if you're the Wizards.
Yeah,
Because
you
Dragic has
are.
not
That's a
been good this
loss.
season. He wasn't good
That's a
this season.
loss.
Trading Dinwiddie
Hasn't been
for
good. I mean, when he after that
his last season in
run, he hasn't
Miami, he
been
wasn't
good.
that
Last
good
season
either.
wasn't good.
Yeah,
The reason why
I
he
know,
didn't
but
get
it
re-signed.
could be the picks. The Wizards, they could use those Raptors picks.
I think he's just
Like,
about to beat a coaching staff from Miami Heat. That's what it looks like.
yo, you seen that he be going to the Heat games?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's sucking
That's
him. He might as well be
crazy.
on part of the coaching start
well, I
lineup.
think
Not
he
sucking
still
him,
lives in
but
Miami.
yeah,
That's why.
he be training
yeah.
at their
He
practice
loves he
facility.
exactly. He loved to be there, so he might as well join the coaching staff.
Might as
No,
well
I
write
think
him and
I think he
Udonis.
at some point he's gonna end up in Dallas.
Yeah, I think Dallas is probably just number one
I
Yeah,
think that's
for
his last
him
stop.
coming off the bench, that would be solid for them.
because
Mm.
Jalen Brunson, like, they don't even have him
Yeah,
come
he's
off the
not
bench.
taking
He's
his spot.
starting. Nah, that's what I'm saying. He's like, instead of like Jalen Brunson coming off the bench, they're starting him with Luka and stuff. So
He's been great, bro. No, he's one
Yeah,
of the funnest players to watch in the league right now.
the last 2 seasons, he's
Yo,
just
I
been
didn't know his dad
balling.
played in the NBA.
I didn't know that either.
No, I didn't know
I
that
just
either.
seen on an IG post yesterday.
He's been fun this season. I like the direction that Dallas
Shit.
is moving in. They're closing in
Player-
on a 3 seed.
Player
I
of the
mean, a 4
week in the
seed.
East, bro. Miles Bridges. Not only I had to say that, shout him out. He's balling. He's on a different level for real. Like this week, he was at least this week. Like not even like he's been balling all season, but this week he was just going off this week.
He's having a crazy year, honestly.
Nah, for sure.
That's him and Cade next year is gonna be fire.
Damn,
Tell you he's not staying there, bro.
I know.
I'm telling
That's
you.
what, I don't think he's staying either. I think
The
he's gonna get
Pistons about to
paid.
throw a
You're not
max
gonna
at
I
pay
don't
him.
know, man. They
He's
got
gonna
Sadiq
get paid.
Bey. Sadiq Bey
Nah,
is
I
showing
don't
some
think he's gonna go to the
flashes.
Pistons. Hell no.
Bro,
He's
he's from Detroit.
not going.
I'm telling
He's not
you.
going to the
He's
Pistons.
from
He's not
Michigan.
going.
Detroit is gonna throw a max contract at him. I'm telling you now. They're gonna throw a max at him, and he's gonna sign with Detroit in the offseason.
Isn't he a restricted free agent though?
And you think the Charlotte's gonna max is gonna?
I think they're
offer-
gonna bite. I
Charlotte's
think
not
they're
gonna
bite.
max them.
They're not gonna
They've
match
given-
it.
They've given worse players worse contracts.
No.
Yeah, but they have a lot of people on contract. That's
exactly,
what you gotta look at.
Ty.
Too.
You gotta look at their future payroll is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
Like you're gonna
people
have him, Rozier, Gordon Hayward. Then you got Melo getting ready to get his contract in 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna be a.
I
like
think
a luxury
Hayward's gonna
tax
be gone
team.
in like a year or two.
Oof,
I
that's
think
bold.
Gordon Hayward's been great there. I think they love him there. I
He
think.
has, but he's getting up there in age.
Yeah, but he's still doing his thing though.
I think he's still.
I know,
pretty
but
good.
can he keep it up for another 2 years?
I think so. I mean, I would have seen already decline, especially with the injuries and stuff like that, and with all the situations mentally they're going through. He would have already been declining since he's been there with Hornets, and he hasn't shown any signs of that. He's been a great playmaker. You know what I'm saying, scoring, and he's been obviously the thing that's been he couldn't stay healthy last season, which he struggled with. But this season he's been way healthier than last season. And look what they're at right now. They're right there fighting for that spot, and they're a tough team to compete in the East. You know what I'm saying every night they're a battle to go with to fight every night. So I don't know.
They
I want to
still-
see that. It's too hard with Miles Bridges though. I see him leaving too. I just sign him again because he's balling out and it's what his pay. It's his last season there. It's just you know what I'm saying his contract year. His last
It's a
season.
contract year, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
He's trying to get paid.
I think Detroit's gonna throw a max at him. I'm telling you.
Yeah, so
I've seen this offer
definitely
multiple
get
places.
offers, good ass offers.
Like they're gonna throw a max at him, or like San Antonio. The only teams with cap space this offseason is Detroit, San Antonio, Oklahoma, and then like another bad team. I can't remember the
Orlando.
name. Orlando probably has cap space too because they don't got no big contracts. But like
Yeah.
like San Antonio is a sneaky pick too.
So Detroit got a couple big contracts.
But what I want to see is if
Come on,
I don't
Nico.
know, maybe we'll find out how special of a guy he really is. Because what if he's like, fuck it, bro? I'm in a good ass role right now. Maybe I take a little bit less, not take max contract. Maybe I take a lesser contract, and we see what we do over here. Because he's still a young guy. That's what I'm saying. These young guys, I think they should be instead of chasing the money. Obviously, they want to get paid.
Yeah, I'm about to say
young
the
early.
first contract they always chase.
Obviously, we
the money.
want to get paid young early, but I don't know.
The first contract they always chase the bread. The second contract they might do.
He could accept the qualifying offer if he doesn't get the offers, any offers that he
Yeah, I
likes.
think
Yeah.
it's still.
That would be crazy if he took a qualifying to be unrestricted.
Mhm.
I think with the way he plays, I don't think you could go that route. No cap.
Yeah, he's
That's
And-
how it,
and
like-
I think I think you have a qualifying offer for 2 years. No?
I think it's 1, and then you come
this past offseason.
He
Yeah,
took the qualifying offer.
Yep, and it bit him in the ass.
I was just gonna say that bit him in the ass because he was about to get. He could have got paid. For
Yeah, he was
when
gonna get
playing.
he was gonna get paid.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna get like maybe like a mid level. I don't know, more than max he was gonna get was like 15 probably, but that's still a lot.
Yeah, and now he'd be lucky if he gets like 5.
No, I think he can get more. I like Bruce
No, he's
Brown.
been playing so
But yeah,
bad,
he
and he has,
barely
his
plays.
trade value is in the gutter right now.
He should have stayed in Detroit.
He wasn't doing shit there either.
No, Bruce Brown was good in Detroit.
But he
Nah,
didn't have
his
much value.
career didn't. Yeah, I was about to say his career. Like,
Bro, we traded him for.
he got way
We
better when
traded
he
him
was
for
a
a dude
Brooklyn.
that's not even in the league no more.
I think he wait, who did he
He
get
had a
traded
better
for?
role. He had a
Bro,
better
I think
role
he's-
in Brooklyn, more confidence with those guys out there. So
We traded him for
Obviously-
no. It was either Zana Musa or Rodion's Krug. It was one of them. I think it was Musa. Zana Musa.
No, I think
Second.
he's just on a bigger platform now. Like you're gonna have way more eyes on you when you're playing for the Nets with Kyrie and KD and like the guys that they got. I
Mhm.
think he was playing good on the Pistons. I honestly do. They traded for him for a reason. Like they gave up a draft pick for him. Like their first, like they obviously seen something in him. I think he was solid. He was a great defender for them. He's still a good defender.
Yeah.
But it's different now. He's playing strictly off the ball. Like they don't get no pick and rolls ran from nothing. But
Yeah.
like it's different. When he was in the Pistons, he was just on a bum ass team that would let him do whatever he wanted.
Yeah, true.
We gotta get to
But-
these questions though.
yeah, we got a lot of.
Oh
questions.
yeah, what's up
You
with
wanna
it?
You wanna let the people know what we're doing?
We're
doing
going to do another Reddit deep dive. We got like about 7 or 8 questions. We're gonna run through them. It was a slow news week. It didn't seem like it with the way we was just talking.
Where
But we could get started. We'll start off with an easy question, with a light one. Who would have been the perfect teammate to play with a prime Damian Lillard? This question is from Air
any era?
Manheen. I think we should go like this era, like playing right now, I guess, or like the last couple of seasons. Like somebody that's
that's
playing right
easy.
now, I would think.
You
Well,
want to say right now?
Well, then
I
that's
was-
easy. If we're talking about this era,
so who would you pick?
LeBron.
I don't know. That's kind of
No.
easy, but I feel you.
You know, I feel you. I had 3 guys I had because
I had
it
a
did say the question was prime, so I had probably Dirk Nowitzki. But I would love to see him with Dirk, Tobias, or KD. Obviously, those guys. I think with
KD's,
KD
yeah.
is a good fit. Obviously, I think Tobias would have been good. I want to see him with a winger, a good actual winger. That's
Fuck,
something we haven't
Tobias
seen.
Harris.
Yeah, I mean Tobias would be a good ass fit, but they could trade him. He's a good ass winger.
I think there's
probably
just a limit.
people
to what
don't
he
like
could
him,
be.
but
I feel you.
I think he's
I went the
decent.
same
I think he's a
route.
decent for side. Like I want him a winger around him. I think he could be a better player with a winger would help him. You know what I'm saying? Because 2 guys with 2 ball handlers. Because Tobias doesn't need the ball every time in his hand, but he could get you buckets. Obviously, he's not that consistent, but he could hold his own on defense and you know what I'm saying on offense. He could bring something. You know what I'm saying value. He could.
Or like a
I
Rudy
think he could be a
Gobert.
good.
Yeah, I was looking at the guys who don't need the ball in their hands and are two-way players. Well, that like are great defensive players. Really, what I looked at. And
Mhm.
Rudy Gobert was one of the names on my list too. Anthony Davis was another one. And then I went the same way you went, Nico, with like wings, like a 2 or a 3.
Uh-huh.
Then Klay Thompson is another good one that would have played. I think he could have played great next to Dame with him just
Hell
running
yeah.
off screens and shit. Paul
I
George,
think
and I had
Pau
Jimmy Butler
Gasol.
too.
That's a sleeper. Pau Gasol.
Pau Gasol would have been solid too. But yeah, and I had Paul George and Jimmy Butler. I think those 2 guys, with the way they don't need the ball in their hands and they're great defenders and could be secondary shot creators for the team.
PG would have been. I would.
Yo,
damn,
those are great. Like,
hell yeah, I would.
him and PG
PG
would've been
probably would have
tough.
been the best, honestly, in my opinion. Because I'm saying PG, you know what I'm saying he doesn't need that, and it's not like he's going out there. And now he's been a better shooter, so you know what I'm saying you could also pair him as a catch and shoot. Saying, but hell yeah, I mean, damn, that sucks though. Hey, Lillard still got time though, man. I mean, he
I
still
don't know.
definitely got time. He just went through his injury, and he was getting back into
right.
that
I'm not counting
Lillard.
him out.
So you know what I'm saying. Last season he had one of like he was close. You know what I'm saying I thought he was playing like an MVP season. Obviously their team wasn't doing that good, but the numbers he was putting was ridiculous.
Last season was crazy. Yeah, last
Yeah.
season
And
he
then
went on like a
he was
450 game
getting.
streak.
He did start off really slow. Started the season. I think he was getting back into that rhythm, but then obviously we don't know if he was carrying that injury the whole time and he didn't find out
He
till later.
was.
We just
since that abdominal injury was from the Olympics. Like
Yeah,
that's what's crazy.
I
Really?
seen him say something
Yeah.
about it. I did see him something say something that the doctor was like, I don't know how the hell you was playing with this injury all seasons. That's what I seen. So I didn't want to take out of context. I didn't know, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. It is, and he was getting back into that rhythm, and then boom, they sit him down for the rest of the year. So I think they're gonna send him. They still haven't announced
Yeah,
it
yeah, he's
officially,
done.
but I think it's
Mhm.
done up. It makes no sense.
They
You know what I'm
just
saying?
sit
The
him
They're
for the
not
players,
rest of the
winning.
season and
There's
getting
no.
drafted.
yeah. And and Simon's been playing really good for them. When now this is brings him a lot more confidence for them. So shit, you know what I'm saying? Now I be like, fuck, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, now they gotta make some move. Cause you like I
Because
was
now,
looking at it, yo, for real. Like, go ahead, Nico.
yeah, because you know what I'm saying. Now, like you're gonna have uh CJ McCollum, Simons, Damian Lillard, and then
Norman
what's his
Powell.
name? And Norman Powell. All of them, like those are all four straight scorers, you know what I'm saying?
And you know
That
they're
need
all
the
the
ball in
same
their
height.
hands.
They're all
Exactly.
six
All
three.
Yeah.
same type of player.
All four of
All
them
of
literally
that.
6'3". That's crazy.
And Norman Powell is playing at like he's been playing the three. So
Yeah.
it's already small lineup. I'm like, I'm not like you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to move something. You're gonna have to do something now. So it's actually good. I mean, I've been saying it. Move CJ McCollum.
Yo, they could move CJ and Simons for a star.
Yeah,
Like if
yeah,
somebody were
star.
to
Like a
like if Beal were to become available, that's a Bradley Beal type of package. Like somebody of that like echelon. Like you move Anthony Simons into CJ McCollum, and then whatever
yeah.
draft picks you got to move, like that's you're
No,
matching salary and you're good. Like that's a great package.
oh yeah.
So I
You
don't
know
know
what I'm
who's gonna
saying?
be. We don't know who's available, but that shit comes up every other year. Somebody else requests a trade.
Yeah, I mean,
True.
honestly, I think Ben Simmons will honestly also be another good ass fit with them. You know, like I'm not even trying to like you know what I'm saying, that type of
Yeah,
winger defending playmaker. He you know what I'm saying, he could add playmaking to them, pace. So he could you know what I'm saying, he could switch, he could even play the
he could
five
play
and
the
help.
Draymond role.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, Nurkic's been playing good too. So like you know what I'm saying, Nurkic's getting back.
He's having a
He's
bounce
getting
back
back into
season.
that. Yeah, I mean, we didn't see that to last two season right before his injury, and that we got a little glimpse of it in the bubble where he was playing really good, shooting lights out, confidence right there in defense. But then didn't they lost? They lost in the playoffs, right? Their first round
Yeah, to the
to the
Lakers.
Lakers. Yep. And obviously they were tired. You could tell how you know seeing that stretches in the bubble where they had to like win every single game to make it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously bit them in the ass, but not for sure.
We can
You
move on
guys
to the
got
next
any
question.
other players? No, you're good.
Yeah, I think that's all. I think like there's a lot of players like another one like just to move and we're moving on after this one. Jason
Hmm.
Tatum would be a solid guy next to Dave
Mhm.
Miller too.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
think. But moving on,
I think the winger is a big piece, but you could move on.
yeah. So next one, okay. This question is: can any player be a good defender?
Mm.
What attributes do you need? Like, is there a certain build, or do you think anybody in the NBA could be a good defender?
You guys want to go first, or you want me to go?
I'm
You
gonna
can
say it straight out. I think it's a no. I think you
I
have
no.
to have the body type. I don't think anybody could be a good defender.
I disagree.
Like
I
I'm looking at
disagree.
Yeah,
guys in the NBA
I
right
think
now.
anybody could be a good
I
defender.
don't think
Anybody,
so.
but anybody could be a good defender. Honestly,
I don't think so.
it's all about effort and being smart and your IQ. Look,
Yeah, IQ.
Alex Caruso just guarded Giannis and like he was doing really good. It doesn't matter about size, about IQ, positioning, and efforts more than
But
fucking
you're
70
like you're
percent.
like knowing what he has
70% is
though.
effort.
He also has
As
the
anything,
athleticism. Alex Cruz
okay.
was
Patrick
athletic.
Beverly. You look at
Yeah,
somebody
but
like Patrick Beverly.
athleticism is something that you know what I'm saying. You can work on that. You know what I'm saying.
I
You on
think
your
to
work and all
me,
that.
I'm
I don't
looking
think
at
it's about
certain guys in the
anybody could
NBA
be.
and flat
Mhm.
out, I'm like, they're never going to be a good defender. Like I
Like
think
Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas, Trey Young. I think Tyler Hero. I don't think he's ever going to be a good defender. Like there's certain guys I'm looking at. You need to have like a certain wingspan. Like your wingspan affects your defense. Affects how you can contest shots. You need athleticism for sure. And you need the hustle and the heart is obviously that's you have that, you're gonna be a decent defender or average. But a good defender, like or a good degree, you need to have certain other attributes that like help along with that.
Yeah,
Like strength,
I kind of
height,
see where you're coming from, but
foot speed.
like look at Steph. Did we ever see? Like, I'm not saying he's a good, the best defender. No,
Yeah, he's
he
not. Yeah,
obviously
exactly.
improved, but he did improve in his. You know what I'm saying, we seen it on the court. Like I told Miguel like the first 2 3 weeks, I'm like, yo, am I the only one that sees that Steph Curry looks a little bit better on defense? And then you know what I'm saying, he looks better.
It was a
Obviously, there's gonna
strength
be
that he
games that
added
are
on
gonna be
for
bad
sure.
matchups, but I don't think because there's a lot of small guards like. Lonzo, you know what I'm saying? You got guards that play that, you know what I'm saying? Drew Holiday, small guys that could guard. It's just about effort. I think it's more about just positioning more than anything. I really do.
I don't know. I feel like all these guys are your name and they got something to add to it. Drew Holiday's wingspan and him and Lonzo's wingspan are long as hell, and they're fast. Right? They're both have.
But you don't need to be the best defender in the NBA to win it. You know what I'm saying? I think
You don't,
like
but you.
decent enough.
But that was the
decent
question was,
enough to
can
like,
anybody be a good defender? I just don't think like Kemba Walker's another one. He's just never going to be a good defender. And this Cantor is never going to be a good defender. Like, he's somebody that gets dropped off every time he steps on the court. Now you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I get it, but I mean, you can't answer like it's. You know what I'm saying?
It's like everybody has limitations. Like exactly.
I feel like you could always work on your craft, though. I really do. I really do.
I think it's harder.
You
to work
see it
on.
with these guys. You see it with these
For
guys.
smaller
At least
guys, I
they
think
try to
it's
work.
true.
They try to like improve some way. You know what I'm saying? Like Steph Curry. Like you know what I'm saying. I'm not just trying to just bring him up, but like you know what I'm saying for sure.
No, he's
like,
a good example because he's gotten better throughout his whole career.
Yeah, there's like there's a bunch of other guys that obviously not coming to my mind right now. I can't get them, but like you know what I'm saying. Like there's guy. I think it's more of effort than anything, honestly.
I think effort's the foundation.
Yeah.
It's the first block.
True.
Because that's all
Yeah, but
mental
there's
already. You know what I'm saying?
some-
Are you
there's
gonna be
some-
willing to fight through the screen? There's some guys that are not gonna be willing to fight. Are you gonna go 100% each possession? I mean that matters too. You know what I'm saying? Or do you know? There's a lot of stuff that come up to it, but I think it's effort.
But there's some heights though. There's some players that like if you're at a certain height, you could try all you want, but you just won't be a good defender. Like
Yeah,
this,
It's
no,
like
no, for sure, I agree. Like that,
exactly.
the physical does matter too. Nah, like I'm not gonna say that's not a big part because it does. Like, but like you know what I'm saying. Davion Mitchell is small too. You know what I'm saying? He's. I'm not saying he's the best defender, but he has the. I think he has a chance of being the best
And his
defender.
position for sure. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a great defender.
And
He has the IQ.
if we've seen
the
it,
strength,
look
the
at Cade.
athleticism.
Cade's another guy. You know what I'm saying? He's not big. We've seen him go against LeBron in the post. It's all about just being positioned.
I think he is big though. Okay, it's like
Nah, he is. He has
6'6",
physical.
a
Yeah, he
long
has.
wingspan. He's
He
athletic.
does.
Like this
He
one's
does. He does.
like you like for example like Goran Dragic. Like he's like you're not looking. People are looking at him and they're eating him up alive. Like, you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's like
Nah,
not
'cause this
anybody
season,
like
bro.
But-
Isaiah Thomas was really trying on defense.
and he
and
gets
was
he's just gonna get
still getting
attacked
dropped.
every single like it's just like no matter who you are, you're just gonna get attacked. It
But
just
like,
depends on who you
come
are.
on, he's 5'9". Though. It's like how many
that's
players
what
in
I
the
mean,
NBA
though,
are gonna
like,
be
sometimes
5'9"?
But there's
it
players at every
matters.
position
That's
like that.
exception. That's like kind of exception to the rule though. Like you know what I'm saying? He's like 5'9". Like you're not gonna see that many players 5'11" being that size. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of 6'3" guards that could 6'3". If you're 6'3", you could actually do something. Honestly, I really do. We've seen plenty of guards that could do it. I think it starts just working on your craft. If you want to be better on your feet, what are you gonna work on your feet? Lateral quickness, all of that shit. So I think it's just more working on your craft because this bunch of guys are small and they make effort. Like, bro, what's his name? It's not coming to my mind. He used to be small as hell. He used to always get steals. What's his name? They just did a documentary on him.
What are you talking about? Spud Muggsy Bogues, Spud Webb?
Yeah, Muggsy Bogues was, you know what I'm saying? He would hold his own on these quick hands, double, you know what I'm saying? It's all about just being smart.
I can't answer that question because I've never seen Muggsy Bogues play. Like that's
I feel
before.
you.
That's
I
before
seen
I
a couple of
was.
clips. I seen they talked about his defense like he was saying. I seen
At
Isaiah,
every
like,
position,
That
Isaiah-
is true.
Isaiah
At every
Thomas talked
position, you're
about
gonna
it
have
too.
guys that can't defend.
Yeah.
I think it's just like that. But like I just like when I looked into the question, if anybody could, I don't think anybody could. Like most can if you put the work in, like you talking about, like the effort.
Yeah.
But like if you have a
I'm
negative
respectfully
wingspan
disagree though, but
and you're
but
like
I see where
160
you're coming from
pounds,
though.
you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But we could move on. Next question. Rank these greats. This is a question by Jerv the Goat. He broke down 5 groups, 3 names. You just gonna start, bench, cut. I guess we could go like that, or rank them 1 through 3.
I think
group.
rank 1 to 3 because bench cut like it's gonna be hard, and we kind of
It's the same shit, but Shaq. This is group 1. Shaquille O'Neal, Hakeem Olajuwon, Kobe Bryant. This is all prime or career wise, however you guys want to look at the question.
Yeah, like it's career wise, everything. I think
I'll go first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Kobe,
Mm-hmm.
Hakeem Olajuwon, Shaq.
It's really the
Where
it's really the two bigs you got it because I'm pretty sure all three of us will have Kobe number one.
yeah, we all
Yeah.
got Kobe, so I'll just go next. You know how I feel about Shaq. You
Yeah,
know how
Nico
I
thinks
feel
he's
about
like top
Shaq.
two.
Like Shaq, I honestly, I feel like he in my top. I would put him in like at least top 10, top 5 in my grade. I have him in top 5 maybe, but a lot of people won't. But Shaq, I think he's, you know what I'm saying, what he brought, you know what I'm saying, he did win 3 MVP finals too. Like, you know what I'm saying, he was there with Kobe. Obviously, Kobe was part of it, but like, you know what I'm saying, it's just his body type was so unstoppable. Shaq just brought a lot to the table. Hakeem obviously was good as hell. Like, I'm not gonna take nothing credit out of him because he could play defense. You know what I'm saying, he was a decent, he could score too, great offensive player too. But it was just like longevity and like career wise, what he did and stuff. Like, I think Shaq obviously has more his career wise. I think, yeah, I think like
Yeah.
To
championships,
me,
including like
it
all that.
really was.
I don't think
Ha-
Hakeem has one, right? If I'm not
Hakeem
mistaken.
won what?
Finals
Yeah,
or
he has two
That's two
Finals
chips
MVPs,
yes, two.
a Defensive Player of the Year, an
Back to back.
MVP.
All right, yeah,
I
but,
think
all
you
right.
winning him having possibly the greatest season of all time. Personally, I think with the Finals MVP, season MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year all in the same season, like you can't. I don't know. To me, the Defensive Player of the Year really pushed it over because 2 rings compared to the 4 that he won, but he won the 2 Finals MVPs on a team where you don't look at his side guy on that team was like Ralph Sampson, and nobody looks at him
Clyde
either.
Drexler.
Clyde
Yeah,
Drexler,
yeah.
they're not top 20, top 25 players of all time. Like, and he
No,
played with
I
two of them
respect it.
with. I'm not even trying to belittle Shaq because I have him top 10 of all time. Nah, you feel me? But I don't know. I go Hakeem just because of the Defensive Player of the Year, and I think he's been like an underrated guy all
Yeah, for
time.
sure. But you know how I feel about Shaq, so I can't.
Yeah,
I
I
Ty,
can't.
feel like I'm gonna go
you're the
Shaq just
tiebreaker.
because of his longevity. Shaq
Yeah, you're the
managed
tiebreaker.
to be in the league for 20 seasons, whereas Hakeem kind of dwindled out as soon as he got shipped to Toronto.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is true. Longevity too is included.
I
Yeah,
respect it.
Hakeem barely made it past 15 seasons, whereas Shaq could have gone like another
Could
like
have
two
gone, but he
more.
wasn't really doing nothing at the end of his career though. When he was on the
He was starting
Celtics,
for Boston.
you're
He
right.
was starting on a
You
contending
can't really
team.
go wrong with this question. Those are two greats. You can't
Yeah,
even go wrong. But Group
yeah.
Two, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Bill Russell.
Mm.
Kareem, Magic, Bill.
Yeah,
Kareem, Magic, and Bill.
yeah, I got the
Mhm.
same order.
I have Magic, then I have Kareem, then Bill. That's what I have. I
Yeah,
just
that's
cause,
respectable.
just cause you know what I'm saying. This is his attributes he brought in the court. Like, bro, he could guard 1 through 5. You know what I'm saying, his pace. Obviously, I mean Kareem. You know what I'm saying, he was good too. But I don't know. I just, you know what I'm saying, I just cause of height. He was physical as hell. His mentality. I don't know. I just put Magic. But I mean, shit. But Russell, you know what I'm saying, he didn't play in the 70 hours where, you know what I'm saying, it was like it wasn't that much of competition. So
Yeah,
it's
I
hard
feel
to
like
put
Bill
him up
Russell's
there.
in that little category where you can't really compare him to other NBA
But
The
you
players.
also
founding fathers of the
it
NBA.
sucks. It
Bill
sucks, but you
Russell.
know what I do give him credit to because you also gotta give him credit. Yeah, maybe he wasn't, he didn't have the competition or level of players to like compete with him, but he changed. Like he brought, you know what I'm saying. He gave all these guys to look at him and be, oh, work on your like craft, like, athleticism. You know what I'm saying, getting in shape, taking care of your body, all that stuff. So he did bring a lot to him more than, you know what I'm saying. It just like that there wasn't that much competition. But I mean, he did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like he was unstoppable. He just dropped crazy numbers. Like
And
so
yeah,
that do sucks about it. That does sucks about it that you can't do that. But I mean,
Yeah,
obviously
it's like
Kareem.
players like him and Bob Pettit, Bob Cousy, you
Well,
know,
you
Jerry
think?
West.
No, I want to say Will. Will you
I
think
would
Will?
say Will, but Will
I think,
played in the
Yeah,
70s
he
and
did play. He did
there
play in the
was a
'70s.
little bit of competition in the
and
70s.
he
But
did end his career with the Lakers.
yeah, I was just gonna
They
say
had a
he
good
did
team.
end up.
Jerry West.
Yeah, they did end up towards the end of his career. You know what I'm saying he did play in the '70s, but in his career, but he's still in that little. You know what I'm saying, that
And
little box with them.
and Bill was so good that he almost signed a contract to play in the 90s when he was 50.
Yeah, I know. I
So,
seen that for the Nets.
yeah. And he was gonna accept it or something too, but some type of it was something stupid that came in the way of it.
Probably the league cut it up because of his age and
Yeah,
medicals and
probably.
stuff.
It was I remember it being something dumb. But yeah, y'all already know how I feel about Kareem. I think he's the greatest basketball player to ever touch the court.
Yeah.
But so that's why I
Yeah.
have him number one.
Definitely the most accomplished, I think.
Yeah, I think he's the greatest basketball player. If you're counting from from like elementary school rec leagues all the way up to the NBA, like you take everything, I think Kareem's the number one.
All right, we could move on.
Yeah. He was a great defender and offensive. He could give you that.
Yeah, he's definitely all-time leading scorer. You can't even debate that. But
Yeah. Still
next
number one.
a
But shit,
group.
LeBron is right there.
I don't know. This one is Kevin Durant, Wilt Chamberlain, and Bill Russell. I don't like this group. This doesn't really make sense to me.
I would say KD, Wilt, and Bill.
Yeah, that's the same order I have it.
I would have Bill Russell over Wilt Chamberlain. I think the winning has to be like an aspect. Like 11,
True.
then you were a player coach. Like there's just
I'm
more
going by
to it.
I'm going by like on court talent rather than accomplishments.
Uh, I am gonna search it. Russell, yeah, KD,
I have
Russell,
Russell
go.
over. I have Russell over
Yeah,
Wilt, personally.
longevity does matter too, though, for sure. I think longevity does. You know what I'm saying? Winning seasons and all that stuff.
Yeah, 11 rings. I don't care how many teams are playing. It's hard to win 11 straight ring.
Mhm.
Like
Oh,
what was
yeah.
it, 9 or 10 straight? Then the extra one. Yeah,
It was
But you
eight.
also gotta
It was
look at.
eight
You
in a
also gotta
row.
look at. I don't know how like the champ like because in soccer I don't know how the competition tournament was because I'm saying there's a lot of teams that that have a lot of trophies but it's like four tournament teams what I'm saying and they play two games to get to the finals and win that
yeah,
shit.
that's how it was.
So you're saying that does also you guys that kind of sucks too like you know what I'm
Yeah, the
saying
Celtics were stacked too. Like the list of Hall of Famers on those teams is
Hmm.
crazy.
That's how it was like the dream team.
Yeah. Oh, this
Mhm.
next one is good.
Yeah, this next one is good. I want to see
Kobe,
what y'all say.
Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, Larry Bird. I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go first. I have Tim Duncan first, Kobe second, Larry Bird third.
Hmm. I have it was hard. It was
That
really
is
hard. This one
tough.
is hard.
Larry
But
Bird is definitely third though.
And
yeah,
that's
he's
even
third.
that
He's
one was a
third. Yeah,
little
he's
tough,
third.
but
Just
the
nah,
longevity.
it is because longevity. You know what I'm saying? He didn't play. You also got to look at in the playoffs. His numbers decreased too. Numbers weren't good in that when he came into the playoffs.
Okay.
They did drop. But
Okay.
go
So
ahead, Tom.
I'm gonna say Tim Duncan only because Kobe got injured way more than Tim Duncan did, and Tim Duncan, I feel like Kobe couldn't have gone past 20 seasons. Like that was all he had left. I feel like Tim Duncan could have gone like another 2-3 years if he wanted to.
I don't think so. I think even like I'm maybe not even. I don't think so. I that like has nothing to do with why I picked Tim Duncan. I just think
Tim
he's
Duncan
had a
had
better
a way
career.
more season. Like he had a winning
I don't even
season
think it's
since
the
his
more
rookie year.
seasons. I think he's just had a better career.
I'm
Honestly,
going based off of longevity and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm going with. All right, so I'll give you mine. I'm going with Duncan, Kobe, and then Bird. Obviously,
I,
I already said why Bird was there. Duncan, saying his career wise longevity matters too. He has always won. You know what I'm saying? He
yeah,
did a
like
lot
the
on the court leadership.
20
I mean,
straight
and not
playoffs.
even that. The guy didn't even get that much credit until his end of his career. Like, come on, he really didn't. He did not get the amount of respect around like the league and the media wise. Like you know what I'm saying? Duncan had to work really hard to become where he was at. And and he did a lot with the Spurs. You know what I'm saying? He changed the organization forever and built a dynasty over there with these guys.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's we're gonna talk about him more when we get to one of these next questions. But this is the final group is Moses Malone, Dirk Nowitzki, and Giannis.
This is one's good too.
Ooh, I'm gonna say Giannis first, Dirk second, and Moses Malone third.
Damn, that's crazy. I'm gonna go next because you know what I'm saying I
Yeah,
have
go ahead.
Giannis first. I think Giannis like I think we all should have Giannis first. Honestly, what he has done in his short career, he's only 27. Got a
Yeah.
ring, your depot, MVP, all these stuff like his numbers, just winning season. So he worked so hard to become where he was at, and I'm gonna have him number one. I think Moses Malone he was always you know what I'm saying he was a great player doesn't get that much of respect, and I think around the league either. You know what I'm saying? He was a great defender, like
R.I.P.
rebounder. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So you know what I'm saying. He accomplished a lot too. Longevity matters. I think if when it comes to Dirk and him, I feel like you know what I'm saying he could still get you something in offense, but where he was way better was his defense. Like he mattered a lot, and he wasn't a tall center if I'm not
Where he
mistaken,
was
right?
he was pretty small. He was like what six
So
nine?
He
in the
was
old
6'10".
yeah,
I would put Moses over Dirk.
so I put Moses. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I put Moses over Dirk. It's just it's like Dirk.
Yeah,
His
honestly, it could
defense
go either
is like
way.
that's what it really was. But hey, it's close. I'm saying like they're right there. These are our guys are in the top. Say Moses Malone's like 7, 8. Like he's up there. Like top 10. He could be top 10.
He's
Like
like
you know
top
what I'm
15
saying.
player of all time. It's
So
tough. I'm
Yeah,
looking at his
people forget
accolades
that
right
he got
now.
the Sixers. He got them a couple rings in the 80s.
mhm.
Yeah, he's a one-time champion, so he only won it once. But I'm looking at his full accolades: 13-time All-Star, 6-time rebound champ, all 2-time All Defensive Team, 3-time MVP, Finals MVP, 8-time All NBA.
Yeah,
These are serious accolades.
yeah. Nah, yeah.
He might be number
I think
one.
the reason why
He
I
might be
wouldn't.
number one
I
for me.
wouldn't because just because Giannis is so young and he has accomplished
Maybe
like
right
everything.
now,
Like
but
at
when it's
this
all said
moment.
and
Yeah, at
done,
this moment, yeah, probably, but I don't know. I still have Giannis. Honestly. He's about fucking he might win his second one this year. Like
I think he's
honestly, he
on
might.
pace to be the best player of all time. Like I'm being
So
100% honest with you. I really do think Giannis is on pace for that.
hell yeah, what he has done is like he's only 27. Healthy guy who doesn't even deal with that many injuries. The way he takes care of his body, you know what I'm saying like obviously it's a different era because it does matter because obviously we don't have the scientists or the you know what I'm saying like what this if they had this type of like you know what I'm saying like technology that's what it really is technology like all this stuff like to take care of the body or like type of ways you could read games and different type of things you know what I'm saying they use different now these guys will obviously be way better but not yet
I
I
think he's
think it's
definitely
just
on pace for it.
defensive wise is the reason why I put him over Dirk because Dirk was still, you know what I'm saying, he was struggling defense. You know what I'm saying people attack him. You know what I'm saying he wasn't that good of a defender ever in his career.
true.
We're yeah. We can move on to the
No,
next question.
that's all the group five, right? That's all
Yeah,
the
those are all the rankings. There's 5 of them. But next question is, what are some historical playoff series you would recommend people to watch?
Ooh,
I'll start off first.
yeah. Go
But
ahead.
So I think you know what I'm saying. I didn't get into basketball like later on. I'm being be honest. I didn't start watching my first finals. Like I ever watched. Like I didn't even have to watch. I couldn't even watch it because I didn't have TV or NBA TV. Like none of that shit. You have to pay to watch it. So I wouldn't watch it. I'm saying I wouldn't be out there paying money for it. So I will only get to watch like the playoffs and like the first couple ones was the Spurs and Heat. Like, and that's where I learned a lot more of basketball. How I watched how you know what I'm saying well a team really what you need to be a championship team having these guys play different roles and Spurs you know what I'm saying be unselfish your system and stuff so I think if you want to learn a lot like maybe get into more basketball like that like obviously LeBron's like one of our greatest in the decade but I'm saying the Spurs was able like to like you know what I'm saying show them that not one player is gonna win you a championship so I think that's a good one um you guys want to say a couple other
yeah,
couple ones?
I'll
I'll just
give my
add
next
on.
one.
Yeah, I'll just say yeah. We'll just
Celtics
keep adding one.
Bulls first round series 2009. I think it was a 2-7. It was a coming out party for Derrick Rose, pretty much what it was, and for that whole Bulls team in general.
Yeah,
With
they were
Joakim
good.
Noah and Ben Gordon was on that roster too. But that was rookie year Derrick Rose, and it was just a coming out party for them, or it might be a second season. But yeah, I think that was a. They went to 7, I believe. And it came down to like close ass games. They gave them a run for their money. It was the young Bulls team, and they went on to be a 1 seed, I think, within the next 2-3 seasons. So I think
Yep.
that's a great one to start with. I have 2
Um,
more if you guys want to give another one.
yeah, I'll give one. Well, I have a couple too. Like one of the main ones that come to mind that I don't think people really talk about much is the Clippers and Spurs 2015 first
That was a
round.
good one.
I literally had it. I literally had that one as that one too. Like that was shit
Yeah,
was
that game went to
crazy.
7 games,
With Chris
and
Paul coming
Chris
in and
Paul
hitting
hit
the
the
game
game winner
winner. Oh
on
my
top
god,
of
a
Tim
game winner on
Duncan.
an injured
Yeah,
with a
that
fucked up hamstring. If
that
I'm
was
not
a really
mistaken, it
good
was a
series.
hamstring. Could have barely moved.
Over Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
That
That
I
was a
think
good
that was
series.
probably the best first round matchup that I remember watching.
Yeah.
Second round, you gotta mention the Raptors and Sixers in
I was
2015.
That was a
Um,
good series, especially
too.
game
yeah,
7.
you have to mention that one. Conference finals, you could name a couple ones. Well, you mentioned Derrick Rose's coming out party. So since we're talking about coming out parties, we could talk about Paul George, 2013 Pacers and Heat. That
For
was a really
sure.
good one.
I would even go a season back and do Heat Celtics in the conference
That
finals,
was also a good
where
one.
the
LeBron
Heat went down.
completely destroyed them.
They went down 4-2, and LeBron put out the famous meme mug, and he just went bananas for the next 2 games, forced it, got them a ticket to the NBA Finals. That was a great
Yep.
series
You
too.
said Cavs and
Um,
Celtics, right?
No, I said
yeah.
Heat and Celtics, but
Oh, I want to say
Cavs and
the Cavs
Celtics
and
was a good one
Celtics was
too.
a good one too. I thought that one was really good. You know what I'm saying?
What
Because
year?
17. It was
yeah, it was
2017
that one. That one. That's the one I'm talking
conference
about. You know
finals.
what I'm saying? They were competing. You know what I'm saying? That was really good. That was a really good one.
I also have the
OKC and Golden State,
yeah
2016.
yeah that was a good one
Yeah,
too.
Game
That was a
7
really
when
good one.
fucking comes back from it was 3-1 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
3-1.
Yeah,
3-1.
and last game was in Oklahoma too if I'm not mistaken either.
No,
So
last game was in
was
Golden
it?
State.
It wasn't Golden State.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Game 6 was in Oklahoma where Clay dropped like
When Clay
41.
dropped, like, yeah, he went stupid. Yeah,
yeah.
I was watching that shit at Nico's house. I remember that shit. Shit was
Whatever.
crazy.
I
My
have
cousin's
Heat
house.
Mavs 2006 when D Wade's legendary for the 4 straight games over 40 points. 30 points came back from down 2-0. And I have Mavericks Clippers last season 2021. The
Mm.
chess match between Luka and Kawhi was just like ridiculous. We seen
I
both
want.
of them
Uh-huh.
become the best players in the world at like different parts of that series.
Yeah.
No cap. I was
Another
watching
good.
the series and was like,
Uh-huh.
yo,
Nah, word. That
Kawhi's the
was a
best
good
player
ass
in the world.
series.
The next game, though, Luka's the best player in the world. Like,
Yeah, and like
I,
Luca
I
had to
I
put a
also want to
lot.
shout out one series that I thought was fun for a lot of the non-basketball antics that were going on. Nets versus Sixers first round 2019. That series was mad fun to watch.
Yeah, it was
Like
competitive. It was going at
Ben
it.
Simmons and Jared Dudley were going at it, bro. And
Yeah.
Jimmy
I
Butler,
went. I went to that. I went to the last game, Game 6. I think if I'm. Well, no, Game 5. Right? Did we beat y'all 4-1?
I think it was 5, yeah.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
5, I think.
I went.
Because
Yeah, the last
The
game was
Nets
in
won
Philly.
game 1 and then Philly won 4 straight.
Yeah, I went to that game and when it was a fight. It was the last. It was the last game. It was a fight. That was a good ass series too. But I think another one, like recent one, like really crazy, like Miguel said, like two crazy ass stars just going at it. Was like Denver Nuggets and the Jazz, which I was
Yo, I
calling
was
it. I,
just
I was
about to say
You
that
I
had to
one,
was
say
bro.
that.
calling it. I
I
called it
think that was
even
the best
before the
series in the
fucking
bubble.
playoff. I said it was gonna probably be the
Yeah,
best series we see,
that was the
just
best
because
series in
these
the
two
bubble.
guys averaging like 40, bro. Not even that. Mitchell was averaging almost 50, I think, like 40, 50. But they're both going crazy. You know
They
what
were
I'm saying?
just such evenly matched teams. Like,
Yeah,
from like
so
point blank, like they were
competitive.
just so close and like,
From first minute to last minute, just straight energy, physical, just straight basketball. What you want to see in a playoff basketball game. So if
yeah,
you want to
that's
see an entertaining one, that's really one to go to too.
from that
Like
same
in the
season from
recent
the
years, yeah,
bubble. Raptors
yeah, in the bubble.
Celtics round 2 was nuts. Like that was
That
you had the OG game winner. Then you had Kyle Lowry going for like 35. You had the Marcus Smart block in game 7 to chase down. Like
yeah,
those series were just like that was one of the most competitive series we've seen since it was the same year as that one. Those two series were just insane. That Raptors
Yeah.
Celtics one going to game 7, and then the game 7 was like a minute left, tied up. You had Norm Powell going on the fast break. Marcus Smart smacks it off the glass. Like that shit was nuts.
oh yeah.
That
That was a
series
good. It
was
was the
fun.
bubble was good. The bubble was actually good.
A couple of the series were fun. The
Yeah, a couple
Nuggets
of
Lakers
bubble
series
series were
was
good.
fun too.
Imagine if there
And
was crowds, bro.
yeah, yo, Clippers Nuggets, that should have been crazy if there was a crowd.
Oh, D.
But yeah, those are a couple of fun ones. We can move on to the next question. Okay, well, we have two more. This is the last one before we go on to a couple lists. Are the Pistons on the right track? We talked about this last week, me and Nico, about the Pistons and the Magic young core. But Ty, what do you think? What do you like of their
Yeah,
team
start off
going
with
on
it.
moving forward?
Yeah, I think they're on the right track. I think they got a solid core now. They've got Cade, they've got Sadiq Bey. They could turn Jeremy Grant into another young player. It looks like they're gonna get another top 5 pick. Um,
The top
so
three.
it's gonna be interesting to see who they pick. So the process it's still an ongoing process. So, oh, speaking of the West first round, that's one of the
Yeah,
players.
that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're definitely on the right track. Yo, Blake was crazy. Um, but yeah, I think give him like 2-3 more years and give that team some time to develop. I think they could definitely be like a threat in the playoffs.
You like is Cade? You like Cade as a building block, as him like being the guy you're building around moving forward
Yeah,
from what
yeah.
you've seen
At
this
first,
season?
earlier in the season, it was a bit of a question mark. But he's picked it up. I think he's slowly getting to where everyone thought he was gonna get.
Yeah, I think I really like.
Yeah,
I think
for
he's been an
sure.
underrated young player too. As in like when people talk about guys they want to build around,
Hmm.
I feel like he's creeping himself into the conversation with the way he move. Like his playmaking has been like it's not flashy like LaMelo, but it's very like
I
I'm
think
gonna
it's
sound
very old style.
yeah I don't want to sound like this is gonna sound crazy, but it's LeBron as of like his size and his playmaking ability. I'm not saying
I
Yeah.
he's like a
I
LeBron level
think
player, but you get what I'm saying.
Mhm.
I think he's what Ben Simmons should have been. That's what I personally think. Obviously not the same size, but like if you really look at their play style, like I'm saying, if Ben Simmons was able to shoot, I think he could be that. I'm saying he could dribble, he could hold it. He's a great, I'm saying, he could take it in the lane. He's a great playmaker. I mean, Ben Simmons at that point was leading. I'm saying assists off of the shots. I'm saying like I'm saying obviously his game went down, but he's. I mean, he's like Taha said. He did start off slow. The question was, can he be efficient? I mean, obviously his numbers improved. What happened? The other guys around him got better. Sadiq's Bey got better. So what happened? His game got better. So you see more assists. Became more efficient. Kelly Olynyk came back into the lineup. What happens? They start winning. They start winning more. Obviously, he didn't come back. Obviously, he just came back recently. But
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? They've been winning
they
games.
play well with him in the lineup.
We brought up a good number last week. They were what
They're
under
like a
barely
game
under
below. They
500.
were a
Yeah,
game below
exactly.
500 for the
Again,
month of January.
500 for and they were what? They're not a good team at all. You know what I'm saying? They still team. I mean, what's his name? Frank.
Jackson,
Uh.
Frank Jackson.
Frank Jackson.
Frank Jackson. Yup. There we go. There we go. You know what I'm saying? He's been good too. They got a young core, and
I
like
mean,
Tara said,
Diallo's been really good.
yeah,
Yeah,
Diallo,
Diallo's been
man,
good.
he's been line. I mean,
That was a,
defensively,
that
I
was a
think
really
they're
good
there.
trade from
I
last
think
season.
defensively they're a good team. Like this is for what a young core team. Honestly, Corey Joseph's decent. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a decent guard, and if you could
Good
keep him
leader
there,
too.
I think he could be a great backup guard. And you add depth with Jeremy Grant, you get him out, and you're gonna. I'm pretty sure they're gonna definitely get a top three, top five. We just so lottery, you never know with the Pelicans and stuff. We seen it with the Knicks. You just never know what you could get, but you're gonna get something good in the draft for sure. This year, you could find something good in the draft.
And it's
Obviously,
I
it's a
think I think
big
it's a
man they're gonna
TV
need.
too. Yeah,
Nah,
exactly.
yeah,
And it's a year of the big man. The top three
yeah.
the top three prospects are all big men. And then a guy who's projected to go like top five, top six is Jalen Duran, who's another big man who'll be a perfect fit over there with
Yeah, like
his defensive his length and his defensive athleticism. Like he's like a DeAndre Jordan type of big,
yeah, like
like
Chet,
prime.
Paulo, any of them could even work. Even
I think
I'm saying
Paulo would be nice
Jabari.
next to him.
Yeah, me too. I would love that too. Even Jabari could be there too. Honestly, you could add him to. You see, because his game style is like a lot of like you brought a good point. Like you showed me the other day. You texted me KD. He played like KD. He shoot contested everything. Like literally
Yeah,
contested. It's all tough shots, and you know what I'm saying. It's all him having that confidence. So if you know what I'm saying, I love his confidence. I think
talking about
obviously
Jabari Smith,
playing. Yeah, Jabari Smith. Yeah.
he takes a lot of face-up
Spe-
jumpers. It's
Speaking of
really
Paolo, did they ever figure out how to contain that weight loss problem he was having?
it hasn't come up.
It hasn't came up. I don't think. I think they obviously. They said that supposedly the Duke medical like the scientists over there were studying on him and stuff like the students and stuff. So they've been working on it. Obviously, there hasn't been another problem. You know, we haven't seen another clip of him cramping up and coming back to the locker room. So obviously, I think It was just him getting used to that college and playing so many consistent and playing at a high level. I think that's what it really was. If it was affecting his body, so maybe now he's taking care
Yeah.
of his body a little bit more. But I haven't heard of it. I don't know. Maybe it could be a problem. And obviously, I think it did drop a little bit his number though for sure. Cause I think he was supposed to go number one, but obviously at this
It
moment,
was a clear.
Jabari,
He was the clear cut number one, but I think
yeah,
Jabari's taking that.
Jabari's right now taking over. Like you know what I'm saying, it's like everyone's talking about him now. It's
Yo, because I'm
ridiculous. Like
telling you, I was telling
he was
Nico,
telling,
like
he
I've
was
been
telling
keeping Nico
Miguel
up
was telling me, yeah.
with the draft prospects. I really get into the draft shit now, and I've been watching college basketball. And I watch a lot of Auburn games. I'm like, yo, Jabari Smith, his ceiling is crazy. Like he's like
Yeah,
6'10", 6'11". Father played in the NBA. Mother was an athlete too. I forgot what sport.
Oh, his
But
dad playing in the NBA?
yeah, his dad played in the NBA. So he's a junior, and he just like shooting 40% from three on like 6, 7 attempts, and all of them are
yeah,
contested. And he could take a lot of jumpers and not get contests are not gonna be a problem with him because how high his release is. He releases at the top of his jumper, so it's like KD esque to me with the way he shoots the basketball. Cause it's
yeah,
like these shits are at the top of his jumper, and he's shooting 40% on them. Nobody can contest
yeah.
these
He
6'10",
has great ball
6'11".
handling for his size. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of guys you see this
He's
height, like
showing
Giannis,
switchability too
KD.
on defense.
I'm saying, and you've seen the shots, like I said, like tough shots, man. It's just really tough shots, a lot of jumpers. So for sure, I mean, the Pistons are definitely in the right directions. They're like, it was really good what they're doing right now. And like, what does Jeremy Grant say? Maybe it's not that bad either, but I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying?
I think if he
It's just,
stays, they
they
gotta
gotta
tell him
add
that
depth
like
at this
yo.
moment.
I think if they gotta tell him like yo, it's not your team, bro. Straight. If he stays, he was taking so much away from Kay Cunningham when the season started. Like I used to complain about this shit every time I watch Pistons games. I'm like, yo, they got Kay just spotting up. Like this is a guy that was getting compared to Luka coming out the draft.
But he's a great catch and shoot though. That's what I like
He is
about
a
him. He
good
could
catch and
play.
shoot player,
He
but
could
you
play a
want the
lot of
ball in
ways
his
though.
hands.
I know what you're saying though. But like, I think it's more just take less attempts. You obviously don't give him the amount of attempts he had. I think lower to like what he was shooting like 25, 20, like right? If I'm
We
not
shoot
mistaken,
like 7, 8,
20.
17, 18 times a game.
Yeah, it's a lot, but maybe you do take a lesson, like probably like I don't know, cut it down to 10, 12. You know what I'm saying? It all depends. You know what I'm saying?
That's nuts.
Maybe we can run him more to catch and shoot. You know what I'm saying? I think you know what I'm saying he's a decent shooter. Obviously his numbers haven't been that great this season, but you know what I'm saying you've seen games where you know what I'm saying he's on fire and he's gonna you know what I'm saying he's not gonna miss. And so and he has I think got great value on defense too, like size. Maybe they do keep him because you know what I'm saying Miguel said that he wants to be the number one option if he gets traded. That would be the only way he gets traded. That's what he said, but it's not up to him. It's what the organization
Mhm.
want to do. So
Yeah, I
I
like the
think
for
it's
direction
best
they're
to
sure.
just
heading
move
in.
him, honestly.
I think they should
Nah,
too.
yeah,
I
nah,
would.
I agree.
I've talked about it before. Him for CJ. Like who says no?
Nah, yeah, for sure.
I
I
think
mean,
he'd be
that'd
solid
be
on
good
the
as that. That's what they
Trailblazers.
need. They need a winger.
They need
I've been
somebody that can
saying.
play
I
the
think.
3-4. That's a great defender.
Yeah,
And
it's like
you could
exactly.
keep Simons too, and just bring Simons off the bench as your 6 man. And you start Dame, Norman Powell, whoever the fuck wants to play the three plays the three. Then you have Jeremy Grant and Nurk. Like that's a solid five right there. It's
Oh
better
yeah,
defensive. Oh, and they have Rocco still. So you do
Yeah,
Rocco, Jeremy
Covington
Grant,
for
and Nurk as your front court. Like those are three good defenders. Because Nurk's been
hey,
playing good defense this year too.
even if you can't even guess CJ, I think Norman Powell is so like his
That
game
would
is
be
so like
solid
so good.
too.
Like he got a great contract. Honestly, he has a great contract compared to these like obviously CJ and Damon Lillard, they're gonna get paid a little bit more to have. But I feel like if you want to like a scorer, I mean he's a decent. I think when the Raptors is always you know what I'm saying he's decent, he's small for his size, but I think he could hold his own a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But it's just too many scores on that team. They got to do something. So Jeremy
Yeah, it
Grant
would
would
be.
be
And
perfect.
I think Norman Powell or CJ, they're both good fits next to Cade. Because if I'm building around him, I want him a secondary option that's
Shooters.
just a pure scorer, like somebody that could get buckets up. Because
Hmm.
Cade could get passive at times. Like we've seen
Yeah.
that. That's one of his problems this season is he'll go like quarters with only a couple shot attempts, two or three. Like you want him to get 20 attempts a game, him running pick and rolls throughout the whole time. Like you want somebody that's gonna be able to take that load off of him because that could take over. You feel me?
Yeah.
I think that's what Luka's missing right now because they're really comparable in their games with their play styles too. Like they're both pass first stars. He's not a star yet, but eventually he will be. But they're both pass first type of players for the main ball handlers too. I think Luka needs a guy that could just get buckets. Somebody's next to him that's gonna keep the ball moving when he gets it. It's not too many dribbles. It's like 1-2, and he's gonna get into a pull up, or
But I
1-2,
think
he's at the basket.
I don't like the bucket. I mean, like you're saying right now for the Dallas though, like they've been like honestly with switching Brunson. I mean, he's been that guy though.
And yeah,
Now if you
Brunson's
think
been that
about,
exactly. Brunson's been that
and you
exact
see
thing.
and Dallas, look at them.
Efficient
They're
too.
looking good. I mean, they're making a run for that in the West too. You see, so definitely that's a great a great example right there. That's what he's gonna need a guy that could score when and run a little bit more with him. You know what I'm saying? So, but for sure.
Yeah, Brunson's a good example. He's been efficient this season. When the number one ISO player this season.
Yeah, you see it when they need a bucket, or like Luca goes a couple plays with him, just getting buckets. He's like, we go to him and they stretch out the court. And Porzingis also been good too.
Yeah, that was, and they post up. One more thing before we move on, because we're taking a lot on this question, but they post up Luca and Porzingis a lot now because they have that ball handler and and Brunson that can get the ball to them when they're open. Like I think you see that now. Like Luca get posts up way more this season than he was last season, and same shit
Yeah,
for Porzingis. Porzingis is one of the best post up scorers this season, efficiency wise. I was looking at it the other day.
hey, I called it before the season. My man was coming in healthy. He was gonna be a bucket. I just felt it. He was just mentally he was taking. You would say he accepted his role.
Once his
So
three
now,
starts
now
falling
you'll
again
see.
this season, is gonna be
Yeah,
case.
I mean, obviously, I think it's not that good. Obviously, it's not.
It's
But
not.
he
I
could
think it's
give you
just a
one or
slump.
two. He could just give you one or two, a couple games or some nights. It's really that post game like you brought.
Oh, yeah.
Because now you could pass it out to a three, or you could post Luca with a mismatch, or you have someone cut it always in because you already have the center out, so you don't got the shot blocker down there. Brunson, if now you stretch out the court and you have Brunson to go for the ISO, you would have the center outside. No, it's like for sure.
They have different options this season, but we can move on. The top 10 players since 2000.
Mm.
Let me bust out the list for this one.
Yeah, I
All
got my
right.
list too.
Sheesh. I got
I'm
my
a,
list right here too.
I'll make this. I'm gonna just gun him out because for the 10th spot, I kind of cheated.
That was
So
the 10th spot was tough.
yeah.
Go from 10
So
to 10 to 1, I guess.
for the 10th spot, I kind of cheated. I put like a bunch of players that and like not for like. All right, you'll see what I did. So for the 10th spot, I put Steve Nash, James Harden, Dwight Howard, and Carmelo Anthony. And I only did that because you could honestly put either one of those players at that
No,
spot.
that was crazy. None of that made my list.
That's what I'm saying. Like you could put any of them on that spot. For
Yeah, I
number
didn't.
nine,
But I'm
Go
saying, so I
ahead.
think we're gonna
um,
have somebody that's not on this, like on each other's list.
so for number 9, I put Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8, I put Dirk. Number 7, I put Dwayne Wade. Number 6, I put Shaq. Number 5, I got KD. Number 4, I have Steph. Number 3, I have Tim Duncan. Number 2, I have Kobe Bryant. And then number 1, I have LeBron.
All right, respectful. I respect it. You want me to go next?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, like Taha said, I had two. I think James Harden. I had James Harden Garnett. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I had Garnett at 10. I
yeah, I
agree
had.
with you on that one. I didn't. James Harden didn't make my list because it's like everybody that made the list has a ring. That was
No, yeah,
really
for
like
sure.
the hard thing.
You know what I'm saying? It's right. He's right there though. Honestly, you never know what could
Yeah,
happen.
he
You know
had
what
a
I'm saying?
ring. He's making a top 10
Yeah.
for me.
Then I think like I don't know. I think I respect a lot what Dirk has done, but I just like his defense wise. I think it's a little bit overrated.
Yo,
I
he
honestly
didn't
think
make my list, bro. Is that crazy?
that's crazy.
Yeah, that is a
I
little
think he could have
crazy.
went at least 9 or 10. I put him 9. I thought I had to put him 9. Just because he still, even though he wasn't a great defender, bro, he was still able to make one of like the greatest. It was one of his. He had one of the greatest runs with Dallas over there. You know what I'm saying? Winning that chip, it was really great run. And I think still had to make my list. Then 8. I think you're gonna be upset with this one, Miguel. I had to put Wade at 8. D Wade.
That's
I
fine.
think
He's at
yeah.
8 for me too.
Okay, okay.
I'm not
I
complaining.
think I think the guys over them just what I'm saying. I think they're a little bit better like career wise. Obviously Wade was shooting guards. right now at this moment. Obviously, we still got a bunch of years in our life, but at this moment, he's my top three greatest shooting guard of all time. But at seven, I have Giannis. I think Giannis, what he's done, his career at this age, you know what I'm saying? Not even now, he's still in his prime. Like, he's still young. I don't even think he's in his prime yet.
Yeah, prime is he probably just entered it.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Last
I
season
think,
was really him entering
yes,
his
like,
prime.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
but I
Nico's
think
buffering.
Giannis deserves that spot. Then six, this guy, Steph Curry, you know what I'm saying? I think Steph Curry got to go there. What he has done, greatest shooter of all
Our lists are
time.
close, Nico. Like I didn't have
Word it is?
I didn't have the same 9 as you, but I had D Wade 8 and Giannis 7. And then at 6 I had somebody else, but keep going.
Yeah, I think, you know what I'm saying, Steph and what he has done, greatest shooter of all time, dynasty, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I respectfully have him as top best point guard of all times. You guys always disagree with that, but I don't know, like his number. I not over Magic is a little crazy, but it's biased. I do like what I'm saying, but other than that, he's top two at least, greatest point guards of all time, my opinion. Then at KD's five, what he has done, 7-footer can move like that. He's on his way to. I said it like 2 episodes ago too. He's on his way to five greatest of all time. He could be there too by the end of his career. Great defender, which he had added more value to his game. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been seeing that small lineup's been helped him a lot. So I have him there. Then Shaq. You know how I feel about Shaq.
So when you have Shaq
had
at
to go.
4,
I have Shaq at 4.
okay.
I had to put Shaq in. You know what I'm saying? I respect him a lot. He's unstoppable. Like just I never seen a guy like that so big, like so powerful. Like it was just ridiculous. I just respect his game a lot. His mental, his mentality, how he you know what I'm saying things he looked at, the way he looked at it on the court and stuff like that. But then
I don't
Kobe,
think he took basketball seriously, but I'll go ahead.
Kobe 3. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Kobe, what he's done, you know what I'm saying, accomplished, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, a lot of people always argue, oh, Kobe, LeBron, and Jordan, LeBron, and Kobe. They always ask this question, who disrespect him, honestly, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, I really do. Like, I think Kobe's there, then 2, Duncan. I think Tim Duncan, when he's done, we already said it with the other greats, what he has
Yeah.
done, it's ridiculous longevity. I think longevity really does matter. What he has done, winning seasons, a bunch of stuff, and another thing, he didn't get no credit. Like I don't know, I just don't think he didn't get that enough credit beginning of his season, his whole career, where he towards the end, a lot of people started respecting his game. You know what I'm saying? He brought a lot to that Spurs. He built a dynasty, and then obviously LeBron number 1. You know what I'm saying? LeBron's right. He's crazy. What he's doing right now, man. At his 18th season, from
Yeah.
18th season, like putting these numbers, he take care of his body. You know what I'm saying he does a lot. Like man, LeBron's number 1 on my list.
Alright. So there's one guy I had that you guys didn't have. It might be a shocker to you. But at 10, most of my list was like spot on with yours, Nico. A lot of it was close. Like the same top 3, both had Wade and Giannis, same order, everything. But 10, I had Kevin Garnett.
Uh-huh.
At 9, I have Kawhi Leonard. I was surprised
Oh, you're
that he didn't make
wildin'.
nobody's list. But why am I wilding though?
He's not wilding. He's really not.
Like 2 Finals MVPs, a defensive player,
Yeah,
multiple
like
defensive players of
all
the
that's
year,
cool and stuff,
multiple All
but
NBA.
who'd you put him over?
I put him over Dirk.
I could have put him 10. Honestly, I would have put. I just forgot. Honestly, I
had him over.
Totally forgot.
He has
I totally
2 rings
forgot.
and a
He could have been
defensive
my
player of the
10th
year.
though.
I don't think Dirk has that.
Yeah, you.
I would have put him over
Dirk,
Kevin Garnett.
You're
Now that I'm
right.
really thinking about it, I would have put him over Kevin Garnett. Honestly,
Yeah.
I have him over KG too, and Steve Nash and Jason Kidd and a lot of these other guys that was like contemplating. But the 2 Finals MVPs, then the the multiple defensive players of the year, multiple All NBAs. He damn near had an MVP season the year that Steph won unanimous. I think he was the second runner for that. I had him that season winning MVP, but I think there's a debate for it. But at 8, I had D Wade, 7 Giannis. At 6 is where I have Kevin Durant. Him and Steph was like a toss up for me. But then it was like it's like the extra ring kind of like bumped him over for me.
It was for me too. like I obviously wanted to put Steph in, like, bro, Steph is like my favorite. But I don't know KD what he's done. I never seen a type of player, so I felt like I just never seen a 7-footer move like
I
that.
think we haven't
Obviously,
seen either of them, honestly, ever.
yeah,
A player like either one of them. Anybody like mostly anybody on
yeah,
this list, we haven't seen a player like them. That's why they own
for
here,
sure,
right?
for sure.
But yeah, KD 6, Steph 5, I have Shaq at 4,
Mhm.
Kobe 3, Tim Duncan 2, and
Damn, we
LeBron.
had the same list, kind of.
Yeah, the same.
Yeah,
We
we
pretty
had the
much have
same
like
type
the
of
same
list.
top 5. It's just
Yeah, yeah.
the Kawhi thing is like I'm the only one that I was surprised I was the only one that
Nah,
had him.
nah, I would have put him over Garnett. I'm gonna be honest. I just totally forgot about him. You know what I'm saying? He's been down a lot. You know what I'm saying? Haven't
Yeah,
seen
he's
him.
gotten
That
injured
I'd
a
be just be
lot.
forgetting
Why is
He does
sometimes.
missed
get
a lot
injured
of
a lot.
injury time?
Yeah, he has. He
Yeah,
has a lot of injuries. But just like when he's
yeah.
healthy, that boy's no debate. I think top 3 player in the league.
I mean, yeah, like you said, like what he did with the Spurs, and then the real question was like, can he do this by himself? Obviously, he had a great team with the Raptors.
Yeah, I'm about
And
to say
I'm
he,
gonna
and the
take that.
Raptors didn't even do that shit by
But he
himself.
was
That team was
but
great.
he was a big, like he was a big factor for that team when they needed him to close out. He was a ball. He was unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? He went against Giannis. Giannis was, yeah, yo, Giannis. You know what I'm saying? If Kawhi wasn't there, he would have went to the finals. And like you know what I'm saying, they were competing. He was a great team.
They
Yeah.
would have played well against the Warriors too, I
That
think.
playoff series was crazy because he played, he had to play us. He won a 7 game with the 76ers. Like Taha even said, they brought him as, that was a great playoff series. Then he had to go play the Bucks, which was another great series. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, for sure. I think I would switch that. I would switch Garnett, but it's too
I
late
think
for
I
that.
think that series was pretty much the finals. Whoever was gonna win that series was gonna win the title.
Yeah, for
You're talking
sure.
about the
I,
but you weren't saying that
no,
in the
no,
moment
no.
though.
You wouldn't say that. You wouldn't
Exactly.
say
You
that
say
because of
now you're
injuries.
saying it because of the injuries.
Because of
Exactly.
injuries. Yeah, we all
Yeah,
would have.
I
Because
think the
if the
Raptors would
Warriors
have
were
won either
healthy, they
way.
would have won. I think.
yeah. The Warriors, bro.
Yeah.
If the Warriors were healthy, they were beating the
I
Raptors.
think the Raptors
Yeah.
won either way. Me
But I'm saying, looking
personally.
back at
Nah,
it,
I
that was the
honestly
series
don't.
that
I
was
honestly
gonna
I
be
think
don't.
so.
decided.
I still had to work.
I feel like yeah, everybody's gonna say they don't, but me personally, I think the Raptors were gonna win that finals either way. Like Nico, remember, we was talking about this shit in school every day. Like I was really high
We
on that
were in the
Raptors team.
lunchroom. I'm like, bro, you
Yo, I
crazy?
had
God,
them going
let
to
me
the
stop
finals,
it.
bro. Like yo, cause like they just had
I,
so many guys that
I didn't believe it. I
impacted
just didn't
winning on
believe
that
it.
team.
Yeah, because
It
the
was so
Raptors
hard for
were
me to
getting
believe it.
bounced every single season.
Yeah, that's because
Yeah.
their best player at the time was DeMar DeRozan, would just fold in every single playoffs.
Yeah.
Then they got a guy
Facts.
that doesn't. Like there was
Facts.
like I was hearing what podcast did I hear this on? And they brought up the stats like when the trade happened. They were like revisiting it, and it was like every season Kawhi's numbers go up in the playoffs, and each year DeMar DeRozan's numbers went down in the playoffs from the regular season to the playoffs. And like that was the main reason why they did that trade.
Mm.
That's like I didn't even think about it. That's like true though, because Kawhi has performed in every playoffs he's been to, except for the season against the Nuggets where they lost 3-1. That was his low point of his career. But it's like that's one every great player has a series where they want to regret it.
Yeah.
That's then we have one more question. You guys are done with that one?
Yeah, I'm good.
Nah. Which
pretty
players
much.
in the NBA are truly untradeable?
Truly untradeable.
I put together like a semi big list. If you guys, I'm
Um,
gonna read them all. If you guys agree. If you want to add names, you
Yeah,
can
go
add
ahead.
them.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
So I have Jokic. Agree?
I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
Joel Embiid.
I think I also agree too. Like,
I think he's
I do.
untradeable.
What he's doing right now, he's untradeable, bro.
Taha,
Last
you
two seasons.
you disagree? It's fine. You disagree.
Yeah,
Well,
go ahead.
when you say untradeable, are we saying do we see them getting traded in the future or
It's-
as of right now?
I
Are
say
you-
more like this is a future. Like this is what we're gonna move on in the future, and this is the guy that's not being on the table no matter what when the
I
trade
think
comes up.
It's
That's how I
like,
see it.
Because I
From
could
an
see Joel
organizational
Embiid asking for a
standpoint.
trade.
Okay, that's different. The player asking for a trade is different. But I'm talking about when I read the list, when I continue going, you're gonna understand. It's like the now and the future. That's how I'm looking at it.
I don't even see
It's
him
like
asking
you're
for a
not even-
trade.
I don't. I
Honestly.
think he could eventually.
He
Depends on how
switched
it
his
goes with
mentality. I don't know. This
the
season, he's
shit goes.
he's taking out a different approach this year. Like all these guys, not even just him. Like he for sure had to take it different because you know what I'm saying. He had a big part.
If
Ben
we're
Simmons.
going like perfect fit, there's no other player that could give us better effort. Like, yeah, sure, then he's untradeable.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're not gonna trade a player. You're not gonna trade Joel Embiid and get a player better than him. That's
Yeah.
pretty much what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Next, I had Giannis. I think we all agree another one was definitely
Yep.
untradeable. And then this is like where I started packaging guys together. I think Garland and Mobley are both of them are untradeable. I don't see the Cavs moving them, no matter who calls them. That's me personally? You guys agree or
I
disagree?
disagree.
No, I agree. You said
I think
Mobley?
I think Mobley and Garland, the two of them, are untradeable for the Cavs.
At this
I wouldn't.
moment,
I
I
would
wouldn't
say
say
no to
that. I'm be
Garland.
honest. At this moment, yeah, honestly, Garner, I would say the same thing. I maybe Mobley, yeah, because what he does, like, I mean, yeah, he's, you know, what I'm saying he does a lot on the court. Obviously, Garland's their main offense going, but like, I don't know, it's hard. It's hard. It's too hard to say that right now. So, you know, what I'm saying Garland's having his first breakout year. I'm saying he obviously his numbers were great last season. He did improve a lot last season, but this year he is playing at an All Star level. If you want to
All
consider
NBA
him an All
level.
Star,
If you're gonna say
yeah.
All Star, All NBA.
Oh shit.
He's playing at an
I,
All NBA level. He's the
he's
best
playing
player on the
good.
team.
Like,
That's the third seed in the Eastern Conference.
nah, yeah, he's playing really good. Like I won't get that, but it is his first year. It's too hard to say that right
I
now.
personally
I
think
would disagree right now at this moment. Mobley, maybe it's really hard. Like I would say that him, but Garland's a little
But
hard.
like if the
I'll have to
Trailblazers called
disagree.
them right now and was like um Garland and Jared Allen for Damian Lillard, are you guys saying yes or no?
So wait,
No,
what
not
was it?
Jared Allen. Not Garland and Jared Allen. That's OD.
Nico, I said if the Blazers called you right now and said Dame for Garland and Jared Allen, are you saying no?
Uh, hell no. I'm saying yes. I'm taking, bro. Like I was just saying that Damian Lillard, I think he was still playing good. You know what I'm saying? He
I
just to
say
finish
no to
off
that,
on the season.
honestly.
But I know what you're saying. He's a younger guy. He's the same play style as him, the same matchup. His
Not even saying like
comparison is
you could put like
the same thing.
another All NBA player. Like I personally wouldn't trade those two guys. Jared Allen, I would let him walk if you got the right package. Anybody else in that team, I'll let them walk. But
Yeah, cause
specifically those two guys, I don't think you trade them. Next
yeah.
up, two more guys from the rookie draft class. I think Cade and Scotty Barnes are both untouchables. You guys agree?
I
Yeah,
agree.
I
I
agree.
agree.
I think these are two more all-star point guards breakout seasons. John Murray and LaMelo Ball.
Oh yeah, those are
Yeah.
definitely two you don't move like.
Did
And
you
bro,
say KD and Steph?
Yeah, I'm getting there. The next is like that group: Steph, KD, LeBron. Those three guys untradeable.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
think
then
AD is in that shit too. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I
That's true.
understand.
Throw Clay in there too.
Clay isn't untradeable, bro.
Yes, he
If they got the
is.
right package, they're trading him,
Nah,
bro.
he's so
Nah.
untradeable, man. Honestly, he really is. He does so much, bro. Defensively, his height, the
I
shooter,
guess
and not even that. He does more than shoot. He could take it to the lane.
if you're talking about this
I think
version,
it's so
if you're talking
underrated.
about this version of Klay Thompson, he's definitely tradable. But just for what he is to the
He
Udonis
Warriors
Haslam.
just played
organization,
10 games. Though.
him
He
and
barely even
Draymond
has 10 games.
are untradeable. If
Udonis Haslam.
Udonis Haslam's tradable, but they get the right package, they traded his ass. It's like now I get what you're saying.
Look at it.
Morally, because like with the Klay Thompson thing, I agree with that. For if it was a different team, I would say he's tradable.
Yeah,
But for
yeah.
the Warriors, him and Draymond are untradeable.
And
Like what
same
you
thing
said,
for
Yeah.
like
UD.
Udonis
Okay, I
Haslam,
agree with that.
exactly.
I agree with that.
Probably
I
Jimmy
could
Butler
agree
probably
with
fits
that.
that mold too. Because if they traded him, that would just be disrespectful. What he did for them. But and I have three more guys. These all young guys: Luka, Tatum, and Trae Young. I think the
Yeah.
rest of everybody else in NBA, I could see them being moved if the right package came.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
did you guys have any other names? Like is Zion on that?
No,
Is
Zion's
No.
Carl
not,
Anthony Towns on that?
Zion's tradable.
Carl
Cat,
Towns, no.
I think he is. I personally wouldn't.
Devin
If I want
Booker,
to move a
maybe.
franchise, he's not untouchable. I think what he's doing, shooting wise, he's one of the best. He's one of the best shooting centers, and like what he's doing. You know what I'm saying, he could control the games. I mean, he's improved this season. You're
Donovan
seeing
Mitchell
the
there?
Timberwolves number.
No.
I think I would say he's gonna leave. Like I think that's what's gonna happen, and he's not gonna end his career there in Utah. Just because
Yeah,
I
no.
just think the organization, the system, the fans, all that has to matters too. But I think he's gonna get traded, but it's gonna be off of him requesting. Obviously, they're not gonna trade him unless I don't see him getting traded. I just don't. Because if you look at him, he's on. Bro, he reminds me a lot of D Wade, and he could become. You know what I'm saying? He could become a better defensive player and become a better overall player. You just saying because his body is there to become. You know what I'm saying? It's not
He's
like
a good
it's
defender
his
in
defense
college. He
is.
just hasn't been good in the NBA.
Yeah. It's like it's
Julius
not even
Randle?
that bad, but Julius Randle, oh man, yeah, he's tradable. Obviously, come on.
I don't got
I
nobody
ain't
else is
saying he
really
was an
coming to mind.
untradeable guy,
That's like untradeable. That's really about it for me.
but
I don't
yeah,
know.
that's really it.
That's probably Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, I think he falls into that
Yeah, he
category.
Think he's
does. I mean,
untradeable
you
at this
have to
point?
give it. I think you have to. Honestly, what
Okay,
he's done.
No,
No, I think it's tradable, and we've seen it.
I agree with
We've
you with
seen it.
the Devin Booker Taha when you said it before. I think he
yeah,
probably gets added onto that list too, just because of
where
how they're moving
I
forward.
think that's everybody though.
Yeah,
That's really it. Cause you can't even say Chris Paul, cause shit,
Of
dude got
course.
moved. His ass got moved
Zach
plenty of
LaVine.
times, and they're looking to move him right now. At this
They're
moment,
looking to move him right now.
I mean, last season, last season there was trade offers, but there was obviously move him.
Ooh,
Chris Paul,
there wasn't no trade offers for Chris Paul.
I
He's
could
not. I
have
don't think
sworn.
he's
I
getting
could have
moved.
sworn.
I think he's gonna finish his career there.
Yeah,
If they
at this
get
moment he
offered
will.
something crazy for him, though, I think they move him.
Like
A
what,
young
Dame?
point guard, not like Dame. Like if they
But
got
at this
offered,
moment, I don't think they're gonna move him. He
they got
got
offer
paid
like a
stupid
Cade
money.
or a Darius Garland. Like,
He
would
got
you
paid a
think
lot
they'd
of
move
money,
him?
didn't he? For 5 years,
If they got offered Darius Garland, do you move him?
Chris Paul.
Yes,
Nah.
I do.
I do. This is a win-win for both.
Exactly. Right now, obviously, Chris Paul probably has a slight edge, but give it one, maybe even by the
Hey,
end of
you
the
see?
season,
So
Garland's
you
gonna
do
catch
agree
up
with
to
us
him.
then? Do you see? You do agree with us. Then Garland's a tradable piece. To move.
Yeah, see?
Ah.
In this hypothetical, if you're the Suns and the Cavs offered you Darius Garland, like you're not saying no. If I'm the Suns, I don't know. I can't.
I mean, it was the same question when you were Damian Lillard, because wait, it's a younger guy, right? But
But
I
I'm
don't
talking
know.
about from the
But I know
Suns'
what you're
point of
saying. I
view,
know what
though.
you're saying. I know.
From the Cavs' point of view, I'm not trading Darius Garland. I just like him too much. It might just be a personal fave of mine, but I'm just
Yeah.
high on Darius Garland. I think he'd be the best point guard in the league. I really do. But that might be it, though.
Yeah, that'd be it. You guys got
Go to
anything else? I gotta
predictions.
low key pick up my sister.
So we go
Where
for
it was a long episode. It was like what,
So,
2
yeah.
hours?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
2 hours. A
feels like
good
a while.
episode.
Word.
Great,
Alright.
better questions.
Run through these till Thursday, Monday, January 31st. Grizzlies at Sixers.
Game A. This is the most important game. I
Ooh,
think
I'm
right
gonna
now
go with
in
the
stretch.
Grizzlies.
Yeah, I got the
This is the
Grizzlies
most
too.
important. And I'm being biased here. I'm going with Philly.
He at Celtics. I got Celtics. I got Celtics.
These
I'm not gonna lie to you.
motherfuckers really go crazy against
Yo,
these. Yo, like,
Yeah.
they're
Jimmy
like their
Butler,
rivals.
Kyle
So.
Lowry, PJ Tucker, they're all out tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah,
Hey,
if
this
we play
good for
tomorrow.
us.
Yo, how we play the Raptors on a back-to-back again tomorrow?
Ooh, yo, this is
We just-
special. Y'all about to lose again.
I don't think we're losing.
3 years in a
The
row.
only reason why they beat us yesterday, the last game, is because we were literally coming off a back-to-back against a team that runs the most in the NBA.
So you guys are
Like, all
resting
their
tonight.
buckets are. Yeah, they're
You guys are
resting
resting
tonight.
for the Raptors, then.
Yeah, because it's the second night of a back-to-back, so they're gonna rest tonight, and then
Yeah.
tomorrow they're gonna try and get that. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I would expect that.
And then we have Pelicans at Cavs.
That's
Cavs.
easy.
They don't play with their food either this season. They haven't. They're getting stuff done. But I mean, the Pistons came back and won though.
Yeah, they beat them
Yeah,
yesterday,
they
right?
beat
The
them.
Pistons.
Yeah, they came back and won. Good win for them. Magic beat the Mavs too yesterday.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that Magic young core. I like them. They
It was
got
a
some
good win for
shit
the
over
Magic.
there. For sure. And we could go. Oh,
We're
shout
gonna
out
become,
K got
we're
his
gonna
first
become rich
triple-double.
once I got Cole Anthony. You do his thing.
His second.
You already know we got his rookie
This is
signed
the second
card.
triple-double?
Yeah.
I thought this was his first one, but yeah, he got one yesterday against the Cavs.
Yeah, this is the
But-
second one.
Clippers at Pacers.
Clippers.
Clippers.
The bonus just
Pacers.
center protocols.
That don't matter. Kings
That
at
doesn't
Knicks.
matter.
I might go with the.
I'm going with the Knicks here.
Yeah,
They're
I'm gonna
they're
go with the
MSG.
I'm going with the Kings. Raptors at Hawks.
Raptors.
Nah,
They're a
I'm
bad
gonna go
matchup
with
for
the-
they're gonna
I'm going with the
mismatch the
Hawks.
Yo,
shit out.
Nico, you think they're a bad matchup for everybody though?
They are though. If you, especially with the
Then
Hawks,
why they
Trey
not
Young's
winning?
gonna.
If they a bad matchup.
They've been
For
wilding.
real.
What you talking about? Nah, the second they started off really slow. We could all agree with that. But
They've gone
been
through
they've been
patches
winning.
throughout the season.
If I look, we really look at the like numbers. They've been positive ever since they started slow, bro. Like the first month, they've really been.
They were just on a
positive.
losing streak. They go on winning streaks and losing streaks nonstop. Like they don't have like a 18 game or 20 game stretch where they go like 15-5 or like something like that. It's always like 10-10. Like recently they were 24-24, 10-10 at home, 10-10 on the road. Like it was like everything was just straight 500 even. But no, I think I got the Hawks in this one. They've been rolling.
Yeah, I got Raptors on this one.
Ooh,
This one, do we even have to talk about it?
Warriors,
Golden
Rockets.
State.
I got the Rockets. Trailblazers at Thunder.
Ooh,
Thunder about to win this
Blazers.
one.
yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Thunder.
Yeah, crazy. Yo, the
better
Blazers
win
been
now.
playing good ever since CJ came back. He's been balling.
Yeah, he
He's been
has.
playing
Oh
good.
boy,
Yo, CJ's been playing good as hell. Oh shit! All right,
That's-
we got
Oh,
you
man,
that
I got
Raptors.
Hey, no cap.
Oh,
And you
boy.
got to go to Toronto. Nah,
I got the Heat. I don't think
I
they
got
lose to them
Raptors
twice in
again.
the same week.
I'm going with
it's
Toronto.
gonna,
I
it's gonna
respect
be
it.
good for us.
Brooklyn at yo Nico. Y'all a first round exit, but stop talking about
Oh
Philly.
my god!
For a fact,
I'm
bro,
saying
every
you're gonna
day.
see. You're gonna see. We won't be bad. We could be bad matchups for a lot of guys.
All right, Brooklyn at
We're not
Phoenix.
the same team.
Oh my
last
god,
season.
Nico.
Phoenix, I don't even want to talk about this.
We're not the same team. But Suns
I
and
got
Nets.
Jack Phoenix. Like Phoenix about to blow them out. No cap.
Nah, they
Yo,
about to win.
They get
But James
up for
Harden,
these
if James
games,
Harden
no
played,
cap.
then they might have a chance.
I don't know,
Yeah, if
but
James
the
Harden
Suns
plays,
really,
we might have a chance.
the Suns
But
really
he's on a
get
hamstring
up for these kind of
injury.
games.
Yo,
You
he's
gotta
struggling.
catch them off guard.
hand injury.
It was a hand. I thought it was. Oh,
Yeah, I thought it was
probably missed it.
hamstring.
Yeah, I thought it was a hamstring. When he
Nah,
did
it was
that.
a sore hand. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Let me double
I was
check.
watching the game with the Warriors. They were saying that he was out for hamstring, but I don't know.
Like hamstring tightness or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But the Suns, they for you to beat them, you gotta catch them off guard.
Yeah, it was
Straight
a
up.
a right hand strain. I'm sorry, right hand strain.
Oh, and they get up for these kind of games. Like I want to know what's their record against teams like above 500 or teams in the top 5 in the conference, because they go crazy. Except for the Warriors are the only teams that they've played them like to a T in every game they play and beat them multiple times. Like everybody else, I feel like they just been running teams over.
Yeah, I think the Suns are going to win the chip this year. To be honest.
Yeah, it's looking like it for sure.
Yeah,
No, I think
It's looking like a Bucks Suns rematch in the finals.
probably. Hope not though. I'm not even going to say probably. I'm not going to say that. The Nets are winning the title. I'm speaking it into existence.
Oh man.
Even though this season feels like a carbon copy of last season.
I think you guys are better last season than you guys were this season.
Nah, but I mean like with the injuries and stuff, like
You guys had a better bench. Everything.
like,
you guys had a better squad overall.
the season started in both seasons. The season started with KD doing good. Then he gets hurt in the new year, and then he sits out throughout the All-Star break. Then it's just Harden and Kyrie, and then Harden gets hurt, and then it's just Kyrie, and then KD comes back, and then I don't know.
I feel you.
This feels like a lot of
The
the same.
timeline is different. But yeah, like Nico said, I think you guys just had a better team last year.
Yeah.
Like this season, the bench isn't really there, the depth.
Mhm.
But we have Pelicans at Pistons.
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 Pelicans. No, I got the Pelicans. They've been playing. They played decently. Wizards at the Bucks.
Bucks.
Sheesh, Bucks by like 40.
They just lost to Nuggets by 30 something. And Giannis he want to win this one. It's a TNT too.
Yo, I feel like these teams play every week, bro.
Yeah,
Magic at Bulls. I feel like they play
they've
all
been
the
playing
time.
recently. A lot, yeah.
And every single time
I
picked
think they
the Magic.
lost. They lost to the Magic. They didn't want to lose again to them. I think Bulls.
I feel like every time I picked the
And then
Magic,
Chicago.
Bulls got that.
Yeah, the bullshit. They be handling their business. Nuggets at
Timberwolves.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Wolves.
Yeah, I got the
Yeah,
Nuggets.
and it could be a big win for standing at least. They could cut a couple of games down.
Warriors at Spurs.
Warriors.
Oh, that's hard though. This is gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Jonathan Murray be doing his
They
thing.
got the Warriors. The Spurs really, they just not good, bro. I was expecting
Oh yeah,
them to be better.
Montrez and Joel B. They have beasts. They better be going at it.
Oh, Wizards at Sixers. I feel like these games are always
Really got
competitive when
that.
they play each other.
Yeah, it is. They are good. I watched the first two and they were good as fuck.
They played them well last year too. Like it was always competitive. But the Sixers are gonna beat them.
I think we should be beating them. We should beat them.
Nah, you just not gonna say anything.
No, I said I got Philly. I was the first
Oh, I
one
didn't
to
even
tell
hear
you.
it. Brooklyn at Sacramento.
Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Brooklyn got that one.
this shit. And you guys are on a losing streak right now, right?
Yeah, I think like
it's
3 in a
4.
row.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Magic at Indy.
Pacers.
Not Indy.
I got the Magic. They about to go on a streak.
Nowhere.
Hornets at Celtics. Oof, this is a
Hornets.
fun one.
Hornets.
I
got
don't
the
know,
Celtics.
bro. This one could go either way. I'm gonna say Boston.
Yeah, so we have Memphis at New York on national TV.
Hmm.
You gotta put that when you
Okay.
talk about the Knicks.
Yo, every star that goes to MSG, bro, and it's national, bro, they bug out. We about to see a 40-point game, 40-point triple-double from Ja.
From Desmond Bain. It's like, no. I got the Grizzlies though by a lot.
Yeah, Grizzlies,
Cavs at Rockets.
Cavs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cavs.
Cleveland. All right, OKC at Dallas.
Dallas.
Yeah, for sure, Dallas. Then Denver at Utah.
Denver by the one.
Yeah,
Donovan
Denver.
Mitchell should be
Denver.
back though. No cap, he should be back. There's no way.
If Rudy Gobert's not playing, I don't care. Straight up, they gonna lose.
Even if he does, what the fuck does that matter? You see when he does to him every single time.
When he plays, they win games.
Not against Jokic.
Ah, you can say that. All right, then Trailblazers at Lakers.
Lakers. You know, Brown be going off. I feel like he'd be going off when it's at late at night. I mean, most of the games are always late, but
He said at late at night. That's not late over there.
word, it's not.
Trailblazers.
But, yeah.
I feel like they've been playing so good lately. Honestly, they've been a fun team to watch. But that's gonna wrap it up. Y'all got any
Word.
closing
We
thoughts?
we out. Hey, all I want to say, you guys have Philly not making it to the playoffs, and y'all see where they at. So I'll leave. I gotta go pick up my sister. Y'all have a great night. We out.
Bring this team back to Jersey. We out.